Please say hello when you enter. I'm just getting set up. If you'd like to know how this works, just go ahead to the description box. All the information will be there. Oh, goodness. Okay, you guys are gonna have to go towards the hi. Hi, Miriam. You're gonna have to go to the description box. I didn't properly prepare for this, I think. To add it to the pinned comments. Oh, goodness. Mercury retrograde has me really messed up, guys. I don't know. I don't usually fall for Mercury retrograde. Like, it doesn't usually happen to me. This time around, now I'm going to the Vedic. Okay, this is happening in Vedic, I believe. I don't even know actually, but I've already lost my keys. I've already had some issues, and I'm having some issue right now, obviously. Hi, Namaratha. What are these crowns? I don't even know what's going on. There's a crown. Oh, do you guys get like little special icons when you interact in the chat? I have no idea what's going on. I've been away for a while, guys. I know you're waiting on readings from me. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to keep up. I'm really trying to keep up. It's not the easiest. I'm trying to enjoy my life too. So I'm really sorry. Like, if I haven't been posting, it's very difficult for me to, okay, got it, Namratha. It's very hard for me to keep up with, oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. Copy. With all that, what I have going on. And guys, like I always tell you, I get a lot of private readings, you know, behind the scenes. I know a lot of you look at my Etsy, but Etsy is only for first-time clients, you know. Most people, after they book once, they're now a client, so then they go through my email. And that's where I get most of my, and I have a high retention rate of returning clients. So it's really hard to balance it all. Plus, you know, people don't really understand channelers, you know, like they think it's easy to do this. It's actually not. You know, if you're working a regular job where you're doing the same thing every day, it's different. But when you're creative or you're channeling energy, that can take a really big toll, on you. I used to make myself really sick, like before I started taking breaks and prioritizing and stuff. Guys, you have no idea how sick I used to get because I could never tell my clients no. But now I put myself first, you know, so I take breaks. But that in itself was quite the thing to master, you know. It was hard for me to master that. I just, like I told you before, it was always like the show must go on, you know. Oops. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to pin this comment. Look how behind I am. Okay, pin. Yeah, now I prioritize, but this Mercury retrograde is weird. And I can't remember if it's happening in Vedic or Western, but it's affecting me. And it's weird because the things that I've lost, I never put them there. So I would love if anybody has any opinions about that, like if that's happened to you before. I never, like, for example, I'm going to tell you something. Okay, I came home. Yes, I was in a rush, okay? But I couldn't find my keys. We found my keys in my glove department box. I would never do something like that. I don't know how they got there. And I'm just wondering if anybody's dealt with something like that in Mercury retrograde where you've lost things, but then when you found it, you're like, I didn't put it there. Because it's one thing if you were like, oh, okay, yeah, I probably put it there, but I would never put my gloves in the compartment box. That's just so strange. Okay, guys, just give me a moment. But yeah, anybody who can share any, okay, give me a moment. I just gotta fix my screen. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check PayPal. Give me a moment. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you, Mercury retrograde, all kinds of weird things happening to me. I'm going to check here. Give me a moment. I'm going to check over on PayPal. I will be talking, guys. Like, I still want to talk to you guys. I know you guys want me to check over there if you guys paid, but please also feel free to talk. Like, I'm down for that too. Anything you want to ask me about spirituality, it doesn't have, not personally about your life. If that's the case, then, you know, you're doing a private reading basically, but anything you want to ask me about spirituality, like, I'm down. Okay, Miriam, I see your payment, but I don't have the question. So can you put it for me? I just want to know what's in store for me. What's in my energy? Should I be aware of to become the best version of myself? No problem. Yeah, nobody has a Mercury retrograde story. I was hoping that, yeah, I was hoping you guys would have a story for me because I just find that really weird when things go missing and you find them in the most bizarre spots. Okay. Let's bring forth the messages that Miriam needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. She wants to know what's in store for her, what's in her energy, and what she should be aware of to become the best version of herself. Where the hell is everybody? I don't really understand, like, if my channel is in the witness protection program or what's happening here. Like, do people even get notified of anything? It's really strange. I should have way more people watching. Okay. Okay, there's an opportunity that's going to be coming towards you. I'm kind of hesitant on calling it an opportunity. Oh, you did come from my notification? Okay, well, that's good. I guess you have to have them turned on. I'm kind of hesitant to call it an opportunity because I feel like when you receive it, you'll definitely be weighing out options. Now, I can't really tell with this if it's a lover that you had reconnected or connected with in the past, or if this is a job opportunity. But I feel like at one point it was very toxic and you haven't forgotten that. So even if this situation comes back into your life and it seems like more positive, or like, okay, there's been some growth on their end or its end, I don't know. I feel like you are energetically past it. You have grown. So you're asking me, hi, Gillian. Hi, Gail. Hi, Bubbles. You have asked me what's in your energy. There has been growth. There's been healing. But what I want you to clarify for me right now before I go any further is what hits for you? Is there a connection in the past romantically that could potentially come back? Or is this a work situation? There's something I feel like of, and I'm hearing the word rekindled, but it's like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't know if I want it. And you need to pay attention to that because I feel like you may seek outside validation for how you feel, and Spirit's like, please don't do that. You have all the answers within you. You don't need to look outside of yourself anymore. So I'm also wondering if it's been quite quiet for you, as in your angels aren't showing up, your guardians, or, you know, whatever, your higher self. Has it been kind of quiet? Because there's a reason for that. You don't need leading as much as you did before. You don't need it. I have romantic connections, past lovers on my brain, and also 2 job are. Yes, it's been quiet time. Okay, I'm wondering how you've been taking that it's been quiet. Do you feel left out in the cold? Because it's like really changed the thinking around that, because you're really able. You're an able body, mind, body, spirit. Everything is like aligning and you don't need them as much. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like when you don't get the last laugh, but then in time you get the last laugh. There's going to be a feel-good moment, okay? And listen, you know, it's interesting that you're saying, you know how you're saying about there's been romantic connections and 2 job opportunities? It's kind of interesting with the 3, because there's actually maybe more than one thing coming back to you. And that's a really good feeling, because at the time when it was not like, you know, it was falling apart, it may have not been a good feeling, but because of that growth, now when it does come back, it's like, haha, I don't want it. You know, I don't want it. So listen, there's going to be a lot of unexpected activity with the Wheel of Fortune. You will be making decisions, but again, you are capable. And this again tells me with the 10 of Swords, this is something coming back from the past. But it's like a last laugh. And it doesn't need to be like egotistical, but it feels good to shut it down. Like, I'm good, you know, I'm good, you know. You've outgrown these things that are coming back. And I'm just kind of being told something here about these things coming back. Why are they coming back? Don't mind me, I'm talking to Spirit. Why are they coming back into her life for what? Ooh, it's an automatic reflection. You know that, oh God, they're going to give me words I don't really know how to put together. You know quantum physics? You know that rubber band effect? Like when you let go of it, it just like, you know how when you hold on or if you release, it kind of can come back? There's something, quantum physics. There's a quantic, okay, Namratha, give me a moment. I'm trying to like do this. Hold on. Let me go over here. Okay, let me go through the list so that everybody can understand or feel relief. I'm on Miriam. Mercedes is coming next. Then Lakshmi. Then Madeline. Okay? I'm here for a while, guys. Don't worry. This is not like my usual thing unless I get really drained, but I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So just don't worry. It's that quantum physics thing. You've done something energetically where you've like decided to go inward. Oh, okay. Okay. Did you recently have like a turning moment with kind of releasing like that victim mentality? And I'm not trying to judge you, but it's more like along the lines of it's happening for me, not to me. It's happening for me, not to me. And it may not be that you use those exact words, but they're saying you released something around victim mentality. And I'm not like, again, judging you. I know those words can be very hurtful to hear, but there's an uphill, energetically uphill movement ready for you. There is something on your path is changing because of something you've released. Oh, wow. Okay, so breakthrough moments. See the Fool? You're moving on a new path. You're on a new path. You've shifted a timeline. But you chose, it's what you chose to do. Something differently than what you've done before. You were ready. They say you were ready. You were also ready. You know, with that devil card too, I feel like you've broke attachments. And I don't mean with people. I just mean energetically. You've broken attachments. It's like one of those things where, you know how like when you level up, you just can't attract a karmic situation anymore. It's just not possible to be in your hemisphere. That's what I'm seeing. This is not possible anymore for you. You've upgraded. Now, I'm asking if there's going to be tests, but I'm not feeling too much in regards to that. I think you've moved and shifted onto a new timeline. Wow. Okay. One last card for you because they're telling me to get the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Okay. I don't know why. I never pull out decks ahead of time. I just let Spirit tell me or point my eyes in the direction of which one I need to read from. Okay. You need a Spirit or Animal Oracle card, they say. Okay. Okay, what does Miriam need to know? Freedom is yours. You see how that horse is leading? You chose freedom energetically. You chose freedom energetically. And look what's in the bottom. Co-create with Spirit. You chose to make your life less difficult. You chose to make your life less difficult. Oh, I should have put my other, sorry guys, I'm gonna just, oh, it's on, okay, good. I just wanna make sure I don't lose you guys. You chose to make your life less difficult. You chose to free yourself with the Fool. You know that's a thing, right? They never teach us, right? That we can control our own life. We don't need to like follow the matrix or the rules of the matrix or what everybody else is doing. This is what you've done. You're like in a powerful, you know, you've kind of upgraded yourself. You're more powerful now. So listen, I think I need to be quiet now because I think there's nothing more I can say. This is really fantastic. I don't really have any more words to use for how fantastic this is. And, you know, it all starts within, guys. So with what you've done, you got to shift the inner reality, right? To get the outer reality. It's like what Bashar says, you know, you never change the world or the planet you're on. You shift and upgrade, and then you shift to a higher timeline. That's what you've done, Miriam. Okay? That's what you've done, hun. Congratulations. Okay. Okay. Let me go to who's next. Okay, I'm just going to go down the list again. I'm on Mercedes, then Lakshmi, then Madeline, and then Melody for 2. Okay, Mercedes, what is my advice right now? Guys, make sure you are also showing up for your reading. I would love for you guys to do that because sometimes I need to have like clarifiers, or I want to ask questions, and it does help when you engage, not by saying too much, but it does help, okay, so that we can get the best results for your reading. Okay, I don't know who you are now, Marantha. I don't know. What did you pay under? What name did you pay under PayPal? What advice? Let's bring forth the messages Mercedes needs to hear, not the messages you want to hear. She needs to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. And if you are booking a reading, please be patient. You got to be patient. I'm only one person here, you know, like, and please be patient. What is the advice for Mercedes right now at this time? Okay, whoa. You're really in, whoa. OMG, dare I draw more? Dare I draw more? Okay, Spirit really wants to compliment you right now at this time in your life. You're really flowing. That I need a Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I need a Spirit Animal Oracle deck card. They really want to compliment your beautiful energy right now. Your energy is, I heard the word serene. You've never been more in a flow state than right now. And I don't care what's happening. Okay, I'm not saying that things aren't going wrong or whatever, because this is life, okay? You can't be on planet Earth and just have a grand old time. Then you wouldn't be here, because this is not the planet for that, okay? But you really are, I feel like, they're showing me like a ninja. Like you're really like ducking and dodging and, you know, I don't know, maneuvering your life very gracefully. And I like this card, Watch and Wait, because I was going to say before I said that you're in a very, very, very high timeline right now of like manifesting your, you know, ideal timeline, okay? It's like they're showing me that you can actually see yourself in your future timeline. You're aware. You're patiently waiting, you know? You're patiently waiting for yourself just to catch up to it. But it's like you're kind of inching towards it very gracefully with the Temperance, and you're doing everything in moderation. They're telling me too, you're taking very good care of yourself as well too. Like, what are you doing? Are you drinking water, or are you prioritizing sleep? I don't know if this is skincare routine. Like, they like the way you're taking care of yourself too. Yeah, they really like that. That's doing something, even if you can't see it right away. It's like, you know, when you start taking vitamins, but you gotta usually wait 6 months for it to kick in. But it's like you're already there. Like, you have the intent, you're aware, you know it's working, and you're good. Like, you're good, because Temperance, my goodness, right? That's a card of divine timing, perfect timing. Not everybody's on the same page with that. People, they like things quick, right? But this is, if you look at these cards, these are all very serene cards. And Queen of Swords, she's very in control of like her emotions and her reactions, and you know, like herself. And Hermit, you know, you're going inward beautifully. You're asking the right questions. You're doing a good amount of work. You're like, you're searching for the right answers. You're like even maybe self-isolating at times when you need to, because that's a big thing too, right? On this journey, a lot of people are going to hate you for that, right? They're also showing me too that when you walk in rooms, it's like your presence is activating. It's like you're not begging, you're not seeking, you just are. You just are. So pretty too. The energy is so pretty. It's like, I heard crystalline. It's like it glitters. What am I looking at now? I don't think the average person can see that, right, Spirit? No. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing I'm seeing it like from a different dimension. It's pretty. It's like, it's crystalline, it glitters. It's just, okay, they're telling me I gotta get a card from here. Watch and wait. Wow. Spirit wants to just kind of say this. I know it can kind of seem a bit cryptic, but watch and wait, honey. Watch and wait what we do. Watch and wait what we do. Okay, give me a card from here for Mercedes, please. She looks very patient. She looks very patient, and look at all her self-care in front of her. You know, she has her cards, she has her crystals. What is that? Is that, I don't know what does that say? Oh, I can't read it. She's just waiting. She's watching. She's accepting the signs. You know, 1111, you're in alignment, right? You're definitely in alignment. But she looks exactly like how I see you. Just really relaxed, really like in your prime. You're just, I don't know, very relaxed with that Temperance card again. It's just so serene. Hi, Attunement, Tarot. Yeah, wow. What do I say to you? Advice? I mean, let's go back to what you asked. Advice. I don't know. What advice would you give someone with these cards? I don't know. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. You know, it's kind of interesting that Seahorse says too, watch and wait, because she's watching and waiting too. She's watching, right? Look at her. She's watching. This is not about wait or it's going to be worth it, right? This is watch and wait. She's watching and waiting. And something makes me feel like that's you. Like, this is you at the desk too. Like, this is something that you would look like often. You would look like this often at your desk. Like with your head up, looking, I don't know where. Yeah. So, hold on, guys. Oops. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. You're kind of on a really interesting path with the Six of Wands, and victory is yours. Success is coming. It's all coming, but I guess the advice would be just to continue this, like continue, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. I honestly, Mercedes, don't have like advice for you. I mean, it's just, it could be that, you know, whatever you're wanting is coming. but it's more like compliments. I've been just from spirit. It's just compliments. They just want to compliment you, like you, and your energy is really, really beautiful, really, really pretty at this time. It may even be more than just manifesting. You could be also upgrading your aura. Hi, Ray. Yeah, I am. You could be just you're upgrading your aura. Your aura is upgrading as well too. That's could be some advice. You know, it's not just about getting what you want. Your aura is, that's also I keep hearing the word crystalline. Now, I'm only getting crystalline. Don't ask me. I have no idea what the hell that means. I'm not too good with the aura. The only thing I've ever been shown in dream state about auras is that mine is red, which makes sense because it's kind of loud, and I feel like either you're gravitated to me or you're running away from me because I trigger the hell out of people. But that's all I've ever been shown. But yeah. Yes, I just came back from vacation, Ray. I brought this little beautiful seashell that I found in Siesta Key back with me. It was really hard to leave, but it was a much needed vacation. I'm just thinking if there's any, like, I'm just asking if there's any more like cards I should pull for you, because I just feel like bad that I can't really give you advice because you're just really doing all the right things. Okay, give me the energy around Mercedes right now. Give me the energy around Mercedes right now. This is my settings card. Just curious if there's anything she needs to know about her, like, immediate environment. Oh my God. Okay, this is where I'm going to have to end the reading because there's nothing more to say to you. You've got the sky, infinite universe, cloud formations. Like, the sky is the limit, Mercedes. You know, you're kind of in a state where, you know, anything is possible, you know, infinite realities are open to you. Look, the sun is peeking out. You got the sun here. Anything is possible. I don't know what more to say. There's nothing I can say. All right. Let's move on. Very pretty, beautiful energy coming from Mercedes. You're welcome. Okay, who am I on next? Give me a second, guys, to just read through the list. Okay, so I'm going to Lakshmi, then Madeline, then Melody for 2, then Khaled, then Basma. Okay? Lakshmi, can I have a career reading? Is there a new job coming for me? Okay, let's find out. Let's bring forth the messages Lakshmi needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. Something positive is coming. Something you desire. A wish fulfilled. Okay, but let's just put it back in because I like to draw my own cards, okay? Career reading. Let's bring forth the messages she needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What can she know, or what does she need to know with respect to career? Okay, so you're obviously feeling trapped right now. You know, you're probably asking for the career reading because you just are not feeling the best in that area of your life. Not only that, you're booking the reading too because you can't see what's coming. There's not enough information right now being available to you. You can't sense it. Okay, you can't sense it. But look at that with the Page of Cups. There's an unexpected offer. You have to really, Lakshmi, trust what's happening in your life right now. Okay? You have to trust what's happening in your life right now because I know it doesn't look very positive, but you do have something coming towards you. Look at the sun. The sun is about to shine. Yeah, you are going through a very huge transformative period in your career. Nothing is by accident, but you're learning a lot right now. You may not really understand that. Like, how can I learn through career? Yeah, you can. trusting timing. You know, there's something about intention here and like an inspired step of action. Have you taken inspired action? Like, have you taken action yet on a new job? Have you at least put the resume out? Answer me quickly, because I just feel like that's all you need to do. But you will be tested. Okay, you have applied. So there you go. You're good. That's all I wanted to know, because they said that that's all she has to do. Take the inspired action. But you're being tested right now spiritually as far as faith, okay? Not everything can come about like this, but you are going through a rebirth. But what I will tell you is you have a lot more to offer than where you're at right now. Regardless if you had taken that inspired action, this is totally like pivotal right now for your life. You need to go. You're a magician. And I feel like with the Lovers, the contract is, it's ending with whatever you're doing right now, whether that's you're not employed or you're with another company, okay? You will be leaving, but there's going to be a huge rebirth through this. Huge rebirth. But you're being turned from the inside out with this, with the Tower. This has nothing to do with surface level anything. And what I will tell you is wherever you're headed, you will be honored for your talents, but you will also get more skilled, okay? Now is not a time to play small. They're even telling me too that, when you do apply, make sure you're going a bit above, okay, what you think you're required for. Don't play it small, because you have to remember with these job descriptions, they tend to use these big words, and all it can really mean at the end of the day is like freaking filing, okay? They do that to weed out people, but be careful with the wording that they're using. Don't get like dismayed by what you see on jobs that look like they're above you, okay? Go for it. Because with the Magician, you can pull it off if anything. We want you to have more. Spirit says, I want you to have more. You deserve more. And that's what's happening right now. Not only that, I don't care who's watching right now, who you are in life. You should never feel constricted or trapped in a career. Okay? We were not meant for this. Okay? This is an illusion. I don't care how much money you're making. You should feel free in everything, whether it's relationships, whether it's career. There's a part of you that wants to break out, okay? Be seen. And I just feel like this is very, there's nothing accidental about this. There is a job, I feel like, coming, but it's going to have a surprise factor with the Page of Cups. You won't see it coming. You will not see it coming. But what's really important with the Five of Cups is that you have to be careful about your energy in the waiting. In the waiting, you have to be careful. You cannot get into this type of energy where, you start to feel like, okay, nothing's happening. I'm depressed. I'm sad. Things are not working. Because I'm telling you, your reality is going to show that. You will be tested. It's going to show that. It's going to show that this is taking too long. You're working too hard. You're not getting enough information. And listen, you're not going to get an interview for everything that you've applied to, but there will be something coming. And it's meant for you. It's meant for you. It's a huge calling with the Judgment card. It's a huge calling. Huge calling. But it puts you in like a prime position. Like, you're not sitting in the background. You are up front, but you have to be bold about it. So that's why I'm wondering here, do you apply to jobs that are a little bit above your pay grade? They're asking you to step up. Don't just stay familiar. Go big. Give me a card for her. Wolf spirit, yeah. They really want you to go out and really crush it with the wolf spirit. With this card too, on the bottom, the fox spirit, think on your feet. You have the potential to think very quickly on your feet, which tells me if you went for a higher paying position, you may actually be able to wing it. Wing it. I applied to a job that I think I'm good fit for. I will apply. Yeah. Please apply to bigger jobs. Be careful with the wording they use. They tend to use, this is what I noticed when I used to work in those 9-to-5 job. They will use the biggest words to talk about nothing, okay? And then when you go and you find out, like, you know how many jobs I went to and I just performed until I got it? I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I sold myself in the interview. You know, I was like, you know, I put on a performance, and then when I got there, I just winged it. Don't play small. You are capable with these two cards. You've got knowledge, okay? You've got knowledge, you're good, okay? You're capable. But you're also you have the ability to think very quickly on your feet. So that tells me, big words say nothing, boom. What does that mean? Yeah, they don't. They don't. You ever hear those people when they're talking? It's like the biggest words, it's like, you've said nothing. Well, what are you saying? And it's funny because I used to like be really hard on myself because I couldn't talk like those people. But when you really listen to them, they say nothing. So please go big, okay? Go bigger. Spirit wants you to go bigger. Step into main character. Don't just... Yes, apply to the jobs that, you know, you're good for, but take a risk too, okay? All right. Okay, let me go back here to the drawing board. Oops. I'm gonna go down the list. Okay, so I'm on Madeline. Then we've got Melody for 2. Then Khaled, then Basma, then Loved Ones Yarn, and then Ray for 2. Okay, Madeline. What is happening with my situationship? We went to no contact a few days ago. Just curious to see what the cards say for fun. Beautiful. Always approach the cards for fun. Because I'll tell you something. Timelines are always changing. And I'm saying like second to second, okay? So never invest in the cards. Never. Let's bring forth the messages that Madeline needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What's going on with her situationship? And be very open, please, to what I'm about to say. This is always the scary thing about getting a reading, you know, is that you just, you know, sometimes you hear things, you just, but you don't have to accept it. Remember that as well, too. I just heard something. And please don't come for me. This is a toxic attachment. I heard that. This is a toxic, listen, this person, whoever they are, very cute, very handsome, very like, delicious. You know, I don't know what they're good at. I don't know if they're handsome. I don't know if they have like a sexy voice. I don't know if they're good in bed. This guy, I'm assuming it's a guy. He's got some characteristics that allows him to behave the way he wants to behave, but this guy doesn't look to me like he's serious at all. And I'm going to tell you another thing. You're coming through as a high priestess. Hold on, there's a lot coming through. Just slow down, spirit. You already know, they're saying, like, I'm not bashing you for coming to me, but they say you already know. You already have like a good amount of knowing of what this is or where it's headed. But you're also energetically a lot further along than this person. Like, and it's not about wanting a connection or a relationship. It's just you're like more mature, you know? You're more mature. You've got a devil card clarified by the Knight of Wands. We've got a very horny guy, okay? Very horny guy, very like untamed. What do I mean by that? One thing I do believe very strongly is that when it comes to males on this planet, when it comes to their journey, not so much females, but when it comes to males, one thing that they have to, I feel like, figure out if they're going to be on the spiritual journey is that libido of theirs, okay? Not treating their body like a trash can. Choosing connection over, you know, gratification or some sort of short amount of gratification. Do you get where I'm going? Like, they need to like honor themselves that way. Males weren't brought up in this world on this planet like that. They're, you know, they're taught very early on or shown very early on, sexualized, you know, all these things. This guy feels to me like he's not ready anytime soon to kind of like stop like being on the hunt, like a hunter sexually, or he's got some attachments or he's got some addictions. I don't know what they are, but it feels to me with Knight of Wands, it's sexual. What are you exactly looking for me to answer in this? I'm just wondering, because is this about commitment? Because if it is, I can answer that for you, that this person right now is not really there. He would have to grow into a King of Wands, and like that could take time because we have the Hangman here, which talks about, you know, looking at things from a different perspective, but this is also enlightenment. So he'd have to go through a major transformation with the Ace of Cups. Like I said, love himself better and all that. And it's like, you're ready though, energetically. Like you're already ready for someone who knows how to express themselves emotionally. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I want us to be good friends. Good friends? Okay, is that with benefits or without? Because he wants you sexually. He's very attracted to your mystery, your energy. He's not going to just be friends. So when you say friends, do you mean friends with benefits? Because listen, if that's what it is, then hey, no problem. No problem here. Give me more. Give me one card about this situation. Healing. Yeah. Healing's at the forefront. This connection. Okay. I'm just curious. This was on the bottom. Does this make any sense to you? Third party, interference, cheating, competition, mistress? Because she's also a mistress. And I'm just curious. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be that they have another person, but it could be with the third party that it's what I talked about here with them being on the loose. We've got a guy on the loose. Like he is, like I said, very horny, okay? You know, wants to explore. And with the devil, it could be, you know, that sexual desire that's very alive in him. These two cards together, oh my, okay? But yeah, I don't know. If you want to just be friends with benefits, then for sure, this is going to be fine. Because he's very attracted to you. He likes being in your energy, but as far as commitment, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. If you're going to be in no contact or if you're in no contact, that will be a common theme. for him to meet you energetically where you're at, because you're not going to go backwards, okay? You're only going to keep going forward energetically. He would have to have like an awakening, or he'd have to be on an enlightenment journey. And I don't know how old he is, but he feels young to me. And I mean, it doesn't have to be age-wise, but he feels young to me. So yeah, I don't know. Third party is addiction. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on. He'll be back though. If you're in no contact, he'll be back. He'll be back, but you know, it's casual. It's casual, and he can't stay away from you. He's too attracted to you, whether that be your energy, your body. You are very nice to him. Okay, he likes what you've got going on, but I just don't know about commitment. Okay. That's what I see here. You're welcome. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, I'm on Melody now. What is N's energy toward me now? Predictions for his next actions. Okay. So let's bring forth the messages that Melody needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What is N's energy towards her right now? Okay, I just heard studying you. He's studying you. He's studying you. How is he studying you? I don't know how he's studying you. He's carefully analyzing, I feel like, you know, you. I don't know if this is your actions, I don't know what this is. Hold on, more. He's giving you your space, but he's studying you. I don't know what that means. Wait, what does it mean he's studying her? Because I don't necessarily feel that's about like watching you online. I feel like I'm overanalyzing maybe in my downtime, like your moves, the moves you've made, or, you know, what, I don't know what this is, like what you've said, what you've done. He really is going over a million scenarios. He's reached out wanting to see me, but I haven't replied in days because I'm not sure what I want to do. Yeah, he's studying his actions, his energy right now. He's studying. He's actually gonna, I think, okay, you said he reached out. He's gonna reach out again. But he's gonna, like, this is why I think he's studying you, is because he's thinking about maybe if I say it in a different way. Oh, okay. Maybe he's like rehashing, like, did I say something in the message that kind of she didn't like? He's studying though. He's studying, and he's trying to figure out a way to come back. Like, what can maybe it's the way I said it. Like, this is frantic for me. That's why I'm kind of sounding so jittery, or like my words are all over the place. This feels frantic. Like I'm really going over in my head how to say something different, or I'm studying her, or like, let's study her. Let's figure out what to say that's better. He will reach out again with another message. Maybe not right away. I heard 4 days. Four. I don't know if this is 4 days, 4 weeks. I feel like 4 weeks is too long. 4 days. Yeah. He knows he has to say. What did he say? Was it basic? Don't tell me what he said, but was it like energetically basic? He's thinking it was basic. I should come back better. I should say something different. Maybe this will get her to respond. You've got him frantic. You've got him frantic. Give me more. Give me more. New love, honeymoon phase, childlike, moving on, new beginning. Give me a card on that. You know, this whole like hesitating to respond is actually making him see you in like a new light, but it's making him also, this is human nature, Mel. This is human nature. Your resisting is making him like feel like feelings for you in like a whole other way. I'm not gonna say that, you know, this is about playing games because you're doing what you feel guided to do, but it's giving him like new love vibes for you. Like it's like stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. He's talking to other people too with the Three of Pentacles. He wants to know how he can get you to respond. This is really good, though. This is what he needs. He needs this. He needs your detachment. Like, this is good for him. This is making him step up in a different way. I think we need to move to actions. He's coming back, though. He's going to come back. But he doesn't want to make a mistake. So he's really analyzing what to say. And I even see, like, writing it out. I actually see it in an Apple iPhone, like on the notes. And he's trying to prepare. He doesn't want to just do it in the moment. So he's writing it out. And then he's asking other people, what do you think about this? Oh, man. This is funny in a way. It's kind of cute, too. You know, you want to see this kind of effort. Why not, right? I kind of hate when people say we're playing games. People are playing games. It's not playing games. You know, step up. You know, do better. What's wrong? I'm a prize. Should we not all see ourselves as a prize? We need to move to next steps. Okay, I definitely think with this, this spread has been expired. I need to move to next steps. Let's leave this one out, actually. Let's move to next steps. We saw that, you know, he will reach out again, but let's get more. So you see that Knight of Wands that was there when I put the cards in the middle of the deck? Like, you got him fired up, you know? But he likes this. He enjoys this. He enjoys what you do to him, you know? That's why you're different. You know, you're different. You're not desperate. You're not desperate at all. You're not coming across as that. You're coming across like you're really standing strong in like who you are. Like you're grounding yourself in who you are and what you want, and you're honoring yourself. I'm not saying he's picking up on that. I'm telling you that. Give me more. Next steps, next actions towards Melody. Oh, we got a King of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so he's going to come back better and more truthful. Again, so are you saying that whatever he said was basic? Because I feel like he knows in order for you to get to him to respond, he needs to say some sort of truth. He needs to take a bold move. And I don't know what that's going to look like, but I think he needs to appeal with the Queen of Cups more to your emotional side. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean, you know, spilling his whole heart out, but it needs to be more proper. He knows that the message needs to be more proper, and it needs to trigger your emotional side. Okay. Again, another 4. Okay, another 4 days. I feel like, listen, it could be 4 weeks. I don't know. He's gathering though, but he needs to come direct with the King of Wands. He needs to take an inspired action, you know, again, and with the 4 of Wands, it needs to be better. It needs to be more, you know, 4 of Wands is, you know, pointing towards something that is more solidified in communication. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy deep, but it has to be like, you know, I've been thinking about you, or you know, I want to express, you know, that I feel this way, something, but very light too, nothing too crazy heavy. But he's talking to others right now. He's trying to get others' perspective, and then he's going to reach out. But he knows he has to say something a little bit more risk-taking than his usual. If he wants you, like with the Nine of Cups, if he wants this wish to be fulfilled, which is you know, responding, he's going to have to take a risk, because with the Nine of Pentacles, you're a grown-ass woman. And I'm not talking about age. You know, you're a Nine of Pentacles. You've got a lot going on for yourself. You know, it's not like you're, like, again, desperate of any sorts. It's not like, you know, he can just write, you know, hey, what's up? And you're going to respond. Like, you're just not in that caliber. Okay. Let's get more. Let's get one card from here. Next action. Okay, so the next action is another message. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You know, when you receive it, you do what you feel guided to do. But it's another message. Has he asked you in the message to kind of go do something or get together? Because it could be that. It could be like, do you want to go somewhere together or whatever? That could be something of a more bolder move, but give me one card from here on next steps, next action. Heartbreak, hurt, betrayal, grief, and disappointment. Okay, so he may talk about in that message how he doesn't like, or he felt hurt by your lack of response. That will be somehow inside the message. It will be vocalized somehow. But right now, you're kind of breaking his heart by not responding. Now, I'm not saying that to you so that you can feel guilty, because, you know, you don't do things for other people. You do them for yourself. And like I said to you, if you feel guided to not respond, don't respond. But okay, so now that you wrote that, yes, he had, but it was too general and passive. Yeah. Okay. So he's going to talk about somewhere in that message that, you know, he didn't really like the lack of response, but what it could also include is a more of like, more of a, I don't want to use the word aggressive, like more of a distinct, like, and you'll feel it from the words when you read it. You're going to feel the energy from the words, and then you'll be like, yes, okay, now this seems proper. I can feel it. I'm going to respond, that type of thing. Okay. But even here too, he's very disappointed. I just heard something. He's disappointed too in the response because he thought you guys were friends. Now, I'm not saying he's not interested in you romantically, but he also thought you guys were friends. So how you could do this to him is not nice. Yeah, right now he's not feeling too good about this. And it's really driving him nuts, but he knows he needs to appeal to your emotional side. See, there's the message. The Page of Pentacles also speaks of something a little bit more concrete. Okay. Not like in the previous spread when we had the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is a little too like, it's a little too in the moment. It can come across as a little too swift. Maybe even like giving the impression to the other person who's receiving it that you didn't have no thought, or you didn't take no real, or put no real thought into this. That would be funny too if there was like spelling mistakes too, because that may also have given you, you know, the idea that, you know, did this guy even really carefully think about what he was writing me? Yeah. So this is what I'm getting. Okay, so I am going to Khaled, then Basma, then Loved Ones Yarn, then Ray for 2, Eva, Eva again, and then Latasha. Okay, Khaled. So let's bring forth the messages that Khaled needs to hear, not the messages he wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to him. What messages does the universe have for me right now? Answer the call. Answer the call. This is more with respect, again, I just read for you privately, so funny. This is more in regards to your earlier reading with me, Khaled. Answer the call I keep hearing. Your calling. You have a higher calling. You know this. And you know what? Yeah, it is. It is Mal. I'm going to be here for a while, even though I'm sweating like crazy. I have this stupid light. I'm just wondering if I turn off this light, can you guys still see? Because like, is that too dark, guys? Because that's what gives me headaches most of the time. Let me know if that's too dark and you would rather the light on, but it just makes me so hot. Answer the call. Answer the call. You have a higher calling. And they are saying like, you know this. I mean, you wouldn't even be here on this channel, like especially as a male. Like I get no male clients hardly, you know? You've got a higher calling and it is like purpose driven, but it's also like you're very in tune to your higher calling. Your higher calling, as long as you keep choosing every day to step into that higher calling, you will find everything that you want, especially that the networking with the Two of Cups, but also that relationship that you want. You desperately want, and I don't mean desperately in a bad way, but you desperately want to share your life with somebody. You want to provide for somebody. I can see that. Don't ever, ever let time or your emotions or your ego, when I say ego, I mean the mind, get to you. You are on a very divine path. And I just feel like here, you know, you have so much more going on for you than just what you can see in front of you. So I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care. You're affecting like everyone around you. You could have a higher calling. You're a light worker, even if you're not doing like what I'm doing here. You're a light worker. And you're meant to, I feel like, shift realities, shift other people's realities. But I can see how with this Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, sometimes it's really annoying how long things are taking. How long things take can be so annoying sometimes. You're building. You're always going to be building. You're in a building phase, but just keep going after what you want and don't ever not like dream big, because they are saying to me that you have big, big dreams. Sometimes the dreams sound crazy to people, or there's people who try to like give you negative talk or say, oh, that's crazy, or that's going to take too long. Never. They are actually emphasizing, do not share your dreams with other people. Okay. Because they throw things on it energetically. But you need to stay on the path that you're on. You need to definitely stay on the path that you're on. Even if it looks like nothing is manifesting or nothing is happening, things are happening. Guys, is it too dark or is this okay? Because, you know, if I keep that light box on, I'm going to get a headache and then I'm going to have to go. So I can stay longer if it's off. But nobody said anything, so I hope it's okay. Give me more. Give me more for Khaled. Yeah, skunk spirit, know your worth. Always know your worth. You're very special human being. And they're actually saying too that, I don't know if you tend to share a lot about your life. I don't know if you have a social media. I don't know if this is even you speaking about, you know, your travels or, you know, your thoughts. That actually inspires a lot of people. But it's funny with the skunk, because you know when the skunk sprays, sometimes it can be off-putting to others. I don't always feel like people necessarily vibe or jive with what you share, but it's meant to kind of trigger them. It's kind of weird I'm saying that, right? With the skunk, the way it sprays, it's kind of interesting. But you are here to navigate your emotions. And you are doing a really good job at that. You are doing really good at balancing chaos, but just keep continuing on this path and don't worry about how long things are taking, because I wouldn't want you to give up before things flourish. And sometimes for some people, it can take time. May not be 1 year, it could be 10 years, but do you really want to give up before you see that progress? Don't do that, okay? Oh, why is it asking me to do this? You know what? It asks me to click the motorcycles in the photo. Give me a moment. Oh man, here we go. Oh my goodness. What in the world? I'm just checking who's next. Give me a moment. What is going on? You know what? It asks me to confirm I'm not a robot. That's what's going on. And it just keeps going. So I'm going to go back to the main page because this is annoying as hell. And it's not accepting my answers. Sorry, guys. Just give me a moment. Oh my goodness. What's going on? Mercury retrograde is kicking my butt again. Select all images with chimneys. Okay, come on. That's what I'm doing. Finally. Sorry, guys. Give me a moment. Oh, goodness. Kind of getting hungry, too. Okay, I'm going to Basma, then Loved Ones Yarn, 2 for Ray, 2 for Eva, Latasha, and then 2 again for Melody, okay? Let's go to Basma. I've always faced a lot of adversity in my life and prayed and asked my spirit team a lot, still praying and asking. I wanted to know if I was spiritually protective. Oh my goodness, of course you are. But don't pray and ask. You have to embody it. The universe is an interesting thing, you know, like it will serve you whatever you desire. But if you're coming towards it and asking and praying, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work, because there's no, like, the energy of the universe is like it serves you what you desire, but you got to embody it. So it would be more along the lines of like, why am I so spiritually protective? Now, be careful with the manifestations or don't make a statement. The universe doesn't know how to respond to a statement. So if you just say, I'm spiritually protected, they're going to be like, okay, you're spiritually protected. Say, why am I so spiritually protected? Then they have to do something about it, okay? You got to change the way you got to be careful with these statements, okay? I don't believe in manifesting like that, but praying and asking, It's not going to do anything for you. I'm not speaking about, listen, I'm not trying to do, this is not about religion. I'm just speaking about, you know, when you're speaking to the universe, they don't respond to that because it kind of, the universe looks at it like begging, okay? You have to demand it, okay? But let's look at what's going on here, okay? Let's bring forth the messages that Basma needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. Talk to us about her being spiritually protected. Quite a few males here are showing up. Okay, I like that the Queen of Wands is here because it's really talking about you stepping into your power, and that could be like what I just said, especially with the Six of Pentacles. Oh my, that's really interesting. Didn't I just speak about like how when you're asking and praying, it's like begging? And then we've got like the beggar here. You are totally capable in the Six of Pentacles energy as the person here, standing here at over here with the red coat on to dish out and serve to yourself what you desire. World card is interesting. I feel like you're already at a place energetically that doesn't really need that. Oh, you're welcome, Khaled. You're already in a place of empowerment. Why are you asking for protection? Do you understand that when you ask for protection, it implies danger? That's also very third dimension. And don't take me in the wrong way. I'm just sharing with you what I've been given by spirit. It's not necessarily coming from me, okay? But you got to be careful with that whole protection thing because it really does imply danger. But you are with the world, like at the bottom of the deck, like you've already outgrown protection. I totally get what you say. Okay, awesome. Because sometimes my delivery is not the best. I would like it to sound more compassionate, but like I've tried and I can only be me, you know? I can only be me. And sometimes I sound rough, you know, it is what it is. You've got quite a few males here. They do feel like they were once human. They were a human incarnate in your life, like your particular reincarnation as Basma. You've got quite a few males here. I don't know if they're uncles. I don't see anybody. I just want to be very clear. Nobody's showing themselves to me. I'm seeing them in the deck, the cards. There's two predominant males that watch over you. They have signed up to be your, you know, I don't want to use the word protectors. I don't like that, but you know, to help guide you, like guides, okay? They're there, very available and ready. All you have to do is kind of like speak to them, you know, tell them to show you, you know, show you the way. But these feel like, do you have a father or a grandfather or uncles or brothers? Like this feels like tight knit. This is not like a friend. This feels like two people in the family who are really, really walking side by side next to you, ready, available for you to participate with them. You know, I don't know. You're not saying anything. Do you have any males like father, grandfather, uncle? It doesn't feel like cousin. It's not a cousin. But they're there. Both my grandfathers. Okay, they feel like grandfathers. It's either grandfathers, brothers, uncle. They do feel like when they passed, they were older. They do feel like that. I don't feel like I'm sensing young people. So if it was a brother, it would have to have been a brother of age, like over the age of 60, because I'm sensing 60 and up, okay? Basma, you are, you know, past this, okay? You're past this with the World card. You've already completed a lot of cycles in which, you know, spiritual protection is not really there or needed. Okay, it's not needed. So I would, you know, if you're asking me, I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do. You do what you feel guided to do, but I would ditch the praying and the asking and embody it, you know, embody it. You know, needing protection, it's also another form of fear, you know. I've recently let go of that. There's layers to fear. I mean, I personally used to follow a lot of stuff that I never wanted to travel because I thought something was going to happen. Now I'm like, who cares? If I'm meant to be there, I'm meant to be there. I don't need to walk around in this anymore, this type of energy, okay? But it's like another layer of fear. And you don't need to fear anything. Even with that World card, you see how she's completely has that circle around her? You already have that effortlessly around you. So it's more of like a what is meant to be will be. More embody that. And then you can kind of go about life a little bit more carefree. But personally, I just, you know, if you are praying to the universe, for example, you know, the universe doesn't respond to that. They look at it as begging. You have to demand it. You have to be it. And don't make statements. This is like, I wish more people knew about this, but, you know, you saying I am protected, I mean, then the universe is like, okay, you're protected. Well, I don't need to do anything for you, you know? So yeah, you are spiritually protected. Even your higher self is here, okay? When you don't know what's going on with the Two of Swords, they're there in the background. They're always there. They're never apart from you. This tells me actually, Basma, with the Two of Swords, that you could be a little cut off from the higher self right now, or you're not fully receiving the amount of downloads that you could be receiving. Work on that. Okay, because the higher self is there as well too, just waiting for you to tap in. But there could be some things that you need to release with the Two of Swords in order to kind of free up, you know, that co-creating with them or that co-channeling or hearing them. I don't know if you tend to kind of like hear and then kind of be like, I don't know if that's really me or maybe it's my imagination. Be careful with all of that too, okay? So yeah. I'm not concerned about you. I don't even know why you're asking for it. I'm not concerned. Yeah, I'm not concerned about you. You've got so much protection. But interact with it more. It's like there, waiting idle for you just to kind of, you know, start engaging. You know these guides, right? Can't really step forward unless you kind of allow them to. Now, don't go start asking for the most stupid things because people do that too. And it's just like, come on. You know, you can also become very capable of yourself of asking. But if you want them to step in, just talk to them. Okay. Okay. Let's go back. I can't believe it's only been an hour. It feels like longer. Okay, I'm going down the line. Loved ones yarn. 2 for Ray. 2 for Eva. Latasha. What did Latasha do here? Okay. 2 for Melody. And then I've got 1 for Allison. Okay. I am starting to get a headache. I don't know if that's because I need to eat. But we'll just keep going because I wanted to stay for a while today. Maybe I'll ask somebody to bring me crackers. I'm going to ask somebody to bring me some crackers. Someone in the house right now. Give me a moment. Can you bring me some Melba toast? I love Melba toast, guys. That's a fun fact. Melba toast. And hummus. Ooh, yum. Can you bring me some Melba toast and some hummus? Oh, goodness. Someone just go in the shower? Oh, so okay, perfect attunement. I'm just waiting for some food. I don't know about you guys, but when I talk a lot, I get hungry. Okay. Hi, Chicha. What more can I do to hasten a successful pivot in career? I am employed at the moment. Hasten? I never heard this word before. Hasten. Did you make a mistake in spelling, or I need to look that meaning? Be quick or do something. Okay. All right. Let's bring forth the messages that Attunement Tarot needs to hear, not the messages they want to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I as the channel can interpret it to her. What can she do to hasten and successfully pivot in career? She's employment at the moment. Okay. The pivot is towards independent work. Tarot channel, I submitted a book proposal. We'll get word. Wow. That's great. That's really great. Like, I really love that you're doing something like that. Like, I wish I could do something like that. I have no motivation. So I just feel like it can't not work out for you, you know? What I do want to say, okay, is that with these two cards, I really want you to really go big, okay, while you have the energy that you have right now. Hold on. Thank you so much. Thank you. Just give me a moment. Some crackers and some hummus. My favorite snack, guys. My favorite snack. This is so unprofessional. This is so unprofessional. Oh man. You've got a lot of ideas right now. You've got a lot of ideas right now. They're telling me there's more ideas. I really want you to ride this wave, okay? You have the potential to be very successful independently. Ace of Pentacles, independent, okay? But you got to ride the wave, and there's going to be more ideas coming that could seem a bit like I heard the word you're being stretched. You're being stretched. They're showing me that okay, did you call out for this? Because they're saying that you called out for this. We dropped it to you. Either that or your energy was very open. And, you know, I want you to know something. The universe is interesting. They'll throw ideas to people who are ready. They don't care who picks it up, okay? There's going to be a lot more ideas coming towards you that are going to make no sense with the moon. Now, I understand here you're talking about tarot channel, book proposal. There's going to be more. They're going to want you to take action. They're saying you wanted it, so we're going to give it to you. But don't be afraid of failure. Not only that, what looks like failure may have a very big turnaround unexpectedly, where that failure was like not really looking accurately like failure because it became a success. Now, Wheel of Fortune, also very unsteady, but there are small wins. So I just want you to keep going. I want you to keep planting seeds. I want you to work. I never say this, but oh my God, they're giving me that word. Work hard. Work hard. Because you could have actually a really big success passively, but it's just the getting off the ground. So there's going to be more things you're creating that you will create that in that process will be a hassle to create. But once it's launched, then you can sit back. But do not believe whatever you see at face value. So when you have those things that you are making or building or creating, if it looks like nobody wants it or it's not doing well, be careful, because in the 11th hour, it could have a pickup. This is actually really weird, Attunement Tarot. I don't know why they're showing this to me. They're showing this to me in the same way crypto works, which is really weird. Okay, why are they showing me that? I heard the word volatile. Your efforts will look volatile. It will be like a swinging back and forth. That won't last forever, but it's not to deter you. You cannot look at that and then go and get deterred. Your success is going to come, but it's not going to come like steady. It's going to look very volatile. Oh man, I know. This work is no joke. People don't understand. People don't understand. And I really love the comments of like, oh, I'm leaving. You put this behind a paywall. Okay. Well, guess what? Why don't you go to work tomorrow and tell them to like not pay you for the day? How about that? How about you go to work tomorrow and tell them you want to work for free? You know? Because if you guys think that like YouTube is paying, they're not. I don't even care if you're getting like 10,000 views per video. You're not getting much. It's not what we want to do as creators. It's what we have to do, or we just won't get paid. Okay? So I don't want to do that. I have to do that, or then I'll have to go get a regular job. Okay? But something with the Hermit tells me here, you can't give up. You can't give up. There's this feeling of not being like you can give up. You know you have to keep going, and that is your higher self. But this success is not going to come overnight. And honestly, it doesn't come like that for anybody, because even people who take off right away, they'll find themselves in the same boat as other people who have had their channel for 4 years or whatever. You know, they'll just kind of start going down. It's a constant thing with this. This is creative work. You have to constantly be innovating yourself. But I just want you to know that this is yours for the taking. This is yours for the taking. You have to keep taking action, even with the moon, if it doesn't make any sense. You just you're being tested right now as to how much you want this. But I just want you to know that karmically, you're exactly where you're supposed to be with that Justice card. And I know that with the 7 of Cups, it can feel clouded and muddy as F. Like, I just don't know what I'm doing. And you're not seeing the progress. And it's like, it's very disillusioned. Like, it's just, it's hard to feel clear about like, if this is worth it, if this is right. Give me more. Use your mind wisely. We've got pig spirit. More. Watch your words. Okay, what's going on with the self-talk? Hold on. More. Be playful. So you got to approach this from a different perspective. If you can kind of incorporate it more with play, it will be easier for you. Now, an example of that is like pulling back when you need to. So if you're exhausted, oh, well, I'm going to still succeed. You have to start getting into that idea or that energy with your mind. Like, if I'm exhausted, it's fine. Nothing's going to happen. I'll still be successful. People will still come. I'll still make money. I'll tell you one thing, Attunement Tarot. The moment I stopped caring about how well my channel was doing or how many likes I was getting, like that's when it all came. You got to be more playful with what you're manifesting here. Watch your self-talk. Watch your self-talk. And use your mind wisely. So something tells me here, I don't know what you're thinking about in regards to this, because we even got that card right here with the Seven of Cups. Like, how are you using your mind with respect to all of this? How are you using your mind? Are you using your mind for like good or for negative? There could be even something you're working on through all of this with respect to your mind and your emotions. We're always learning something, guys. It doesn't matter if it's in career. It doesn't matter what it's in regards to. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. I'm doing good. That's good. It's kind of interesting that the pig is on a cloud too. Right? The clouds on the Seven of Cups. Sometimes you feel like you're in the clouds regarding this profession. Success is yours, but it's a Wheel of Fortune moment. It's what goes up, what comes down. It's going to be like that. It's going to continually be like that. And you have to learn how to ride the wave. But I'm telling you, with that Hermit card, you know you can't give up. You know you can't give up. I'm just going back to your question. So what can you do to make a successful pivot in career? Approach it more lighter. Watch your self-talk. But keep pushing through. There's nothing I can say per se, like, oh, if you do this one thing, blah, blah. It's a mixture of things, but it really actually starts with you. And it's accepting what the career looks like. It's accepting where you're at right now. Or accepting whatever comes your way. And not giving up. I'm not getting down on myself. I'm just continuing, but then feeling tired. And I did ask myself, should I keep doing this? Is it worth it? Or if it's slow or whatever, it's a calling to reach people. There's not one person at Attunement Tarot that's doing this and hasn't asked that. I even ask myself that. You know, and you will become unfulfilled. This is normal as well too. You know, after doing this for a certain amount of years, you'll get kind of bored of it and tired of it. But it's like, it's all about smelling the air of where you should go next, you know? But if you're tired, you prioritize yourself over that, always. But I don't want you giving up either. I do want you working hard. I do want you, not working hard, but I want you to keep at this. But I want you to approach it differently. And maybe stop asking those questions. And just wake up in the morning and say, okay, you know what? What can I do today? How much energy can I give to this? And that will be fine. Whatever I can give to it will be fine. And it's more of like this accepting. Yep, I'll be fine. This is exactly what needs to be done. Follow your joy. You know? Don't overextend. Sorry guys, I'm starving. Yeah, you're welcome. How I want to leave your reading is I want to say this. Wake up in the morning every day and only do what you can. By prioritizing yourself, it's what allows you to do more. So don't overextend yourself, but don't give up either. Okay? Do not give up either, please. Success is yours. It's right there with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, clarifying the Six of Wands. It's yours, but do it on your own time. Okay? Do it on your own schedule. Overextending yourself is just going to make you sick and then you won't be able to produce. Okay? So just do however much you can, because you are learning with the Justice card how to balance yourself through this. It does need balancing. So maybe in the past, why I felt like it was exhausting was because there was something not balanced. Okay? Also, don't hold on to the idea too much with the Four of Pentacles of what your picture perfect look of the career will look like. Just ride a wave. Ride the wave. Okay? Release. Let go. Okay. Let me see what's going on here. I'm on Ray. 2 for Ray. 2 for Eva. 1 for Latasha. 2 for Melody. 1 for Allison. Okay. What is this? Told the Leo to come back when his wall comes down and he's less guarded in 6 to 9 months. Will he? I don't understand the question. Energy around my love life from now till what? End of 1 year. Are you there, Ray? I don't understand your first question. Let's bring forth the messages Ray needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. You're welcome. What do you mean by your first question? I don't understand. Just write your first question again to me. I understand your second one. So I'm going to go with the second one first. What is the energy around Ray's love life right now until the end of the year? Okay, I feel like you're learning a lot, learning more. There's growth, strength, confidence. This is wonderful. Give me more on the energy around love. I don't see anybody. Okay, just give me more. Beauty salon. Isn't that beautiful when we have the Empress? How beautiful is that? Okay, you know, energetically, you're a lot more, you're going to be way more attractive than you've ever been. This has a lot to do with your energy. Okay, got it. Got it. There's like a upgrade coming, okay? I don't know if you also need to heal. I don't know if you need to, there needs to be some more healing on the heart, over heartbreak or something, that there's like a change of events with the star, a change of events. Like a spiral. I'm seeing a spiral. Why am I seeing that? I'm seeing that like that spiral. You know that blue spiral in the apple emoji? Okay, what in the world is this I'm seeing? You're going to be attracting another starseed to you. It's not the guy you're mentioning. You're going to be attracting another starseed to you. This is not the guy you're speaking of, the Leo. There's a starseed guy, a guy who's a starseed. What does that mean? Hold on, I'm asking spirit as I'm eating. Hold on. He's dreaming. He's awakened. He's evolved. Whoa. Ray. Oh my. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This guy is, the eye contact. He's different than any other person you ever met. Energetically. His energy is very strong. He comes into a room, he shifts it. I'm not getting much. I'm asking them what's going to happen. I'm not getting much. I just see him entering your life. So maybe this is very new. We need a lover's card here, a romantic card here. Give me more. Who's this guy I'm seeing? He's delicious to you. To you, his energy is delicious. It's very heightened, but it's something you're ready for. Give me more on this guy. I heard December. Hold on. We got single. Alone, isolation, lonely, guarded. Okay. Let's draw 3. Give me more. Home. Comfort, safety, belonging, shelter. Okay. 3rd card. I knew this was coming out. I knew this was coming out. We got a player, charming, manipulative, karmic, being tested. But on the bottom, divine intervention. We got a catalyst. Now, I just want to draw a card on the player. Give me more on him. Something's coming full circle. This is not the guy that I'm picking up on. This is the other guy. Something's coming full circle. You will be wrapping up a very major life cycle with this player. But he's not a player. I don't want to call anybody a player. He's just someone who's not, like what you said, ready, okay? That closing the cycle or finishing out this major karmic loop with this person brings in someone else, something serendipity. We got a date here. We've got a date. He's tall and he's very focused. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting lost in him. He's very like physically fit. He's very physically fit. Like this guy goes to the gym. He eats clean. Oh, he's there. He's there spiritually. He's like, he may not talk about himself and say I'm spiritual, but he's like, he's there. He ticks off all the boxes. He's not into one night stands. He would never treat his body like a trash can. He eats clean. He doesn't eat fast food. He's open. He's open in the sense like if he walked past a fortune teller, he wouldn't mind letting her read for him. He's not super into like having his own tarot deck, or he doesn't read up on this stuff, but he's open. He wouldn't laugh at you, call you crazy. Ray, I feel like I'm getting lost here. Like, I want him for myself. Does he ride a motorcycle? I don't know. I don't know. He's very yummy though. I don't want to leave. I don't want to like, I just want to stay here. Can he stay like in my third eye for a while? Oh my God. Oh man. Okay, I am gonna say something that you may not like. He could be a bit of a passerby, not meant to stay. He's a bit of a passerby, but this is like something like you remember. He's familiar, but I don't know that he's here to stay. And that could just be because you've asked me to only look at this year. I feel like I'm seeing December. Oh, he is quite a prize. He's not in a rush though, you know? Like he's not in a rush to be with you intimately. Like he's not looking for that. He's looking for connection. Oh, okay. Look at this. I love it. The Empress was here and you got beauty salon. You're upgrading. You're going to be looking a lot better. You're going to be feeling a lot better. You're going to be like, your beauty will be enhanced. It's coming from within. It's just more emphasis of the Empress. It's just emphasizing more the Empress energy. But be careful with the Three of Swords, you know, being clarified by the star, because I think there's going to be some sort of divine intervention, but you could really be quite upset or hurt that it's not him, this one that's coming. I don't know that he's here to stay. He's a passerby. I hope he's real and you're not just reading my imagination. Oh, he's quite the catch. And he's not like a macho man. He's kind of like delicate in a sense. Like he's very gentleman-like. He's not like, yeah, he doesn't like to yell or anything like that. You know, he uses his words. He knows how to express himself emotionally. Yum. Okay, let's go to your other question now. After that, it's almost like, who cares about this other guy now, right? Like, who cares? Okay, you've asked now, there's a Leo you were talking to, and he said his wall was up, guarded, so I asked him to come back when it's not up. Will he come back? Let's see. Will this guy come back? Will this Leo come back? Okay, so you're really representing Empress energy here. Really representing Empress energy. There's something definitely important with that other guy that I picked up on that you're supposed to do. I don't know if it's an upgrade. He's here to activate you, but he's important. I just don't know if I feel like I'm seeing like, you know, like what we do here on Earth with these like serious relationships. You know what I mean? Give me more. Oh, man. Oh, man, right? The same card. We've got unexpected. I don't know. Maybe, but this guy's looking for a hookup. I don't know. This one that you're asking, but I'm more focused on the divine intervention. We've got something else in store for you, honey, and it's not this other guy. We've got something better in store. It's gonna feel a little paranormal, supernatural, and I think that's exactly what you're in in for, you're ready for. You like that. You don't want casual, you don't want basic, you don't want boring. You want divine intervention. And it's very serendipitous. You know, I don't think even if the other person comes back, you'll really even respond to it. Your thoughts will be more on this new guy. Your trajectory changes in a new direction. You may even move timelines where that other guy is not going to be able to meet you on, okay? I know, but I'll tell you something, Ray. Even if you get into a relationship, like I've been married for 17 years, it's a lot of freaking work. So you're always going to be tired, even if you get somebody for 17 years. It's always going to be work. Nothing is ever just, you know, listen, there are people who choose not to evolve together, but something tells me you're not going to be able to just meet somebody. You are like, you're on the journey. So even if you marry somebody, it's going to be work. Nothing's easy, you know? Why are you tired though, I guess is the question. Why are you tired? Maybe you need to look at that, because this shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. This shouldn't be, you know, if you're feeling tired, there's obviously something out of alignment, but maybe it's the belief systems that's making you tired because you think it should be one way and it's not going that way. Yeah, but you know, like, what is this place, Ray? School, right? It's school. And you know, with the tower on the bottom, you're going through a major transformation. And what this tells me is that all these relationships that you've had are helping you move in the direction that you need to. So they're not really failures. They're helping you. I think it's the way you're looking at it, maybe. But I understand at the end of the day, you know, we don't want to be all over the place. But, you know, everybody's life is different. You know, I just want someone to stay. I want to have... I know. Will Ray have someone who eventually stays in her life? Clarifier. Okay, listen, your belief systems need to change. You know, whatever you're believing in needs to change. There's something about your beliefs around love that need to change, because even the Hierophant speaks of something traditional. There needs to be a release with something. I don't know how to explain it to you further than that. It's just, you know, maybe there's something that is preventing this from happening. But you've got a lot of messengers with the Page of Pentacles. And some people do learn through multiple, you know, encounters, like romantic relationships. It's just the way it is for them. What beliefs are they talking about? I don't know. I don't know. It's not saying. You said that before and I'm so confused. Hi, Haley. Yeah, I am. I am still taking readings. You know, I can't give you all the answers, Ray, because then it wouldn't be a self journey. I just can't. Maybe it's the whole wanting someone to stay, or, you know, like if you release that, then it may come. I know people who tend to not care about things get it. Like, I never cared about love. I always had like a boyfriend. I never cared about it. It was never on my mind. I never wanted it, and it just always came. So maybe it's just that alone, but I can't tell you. I can't tell you specifically because it's your journey at the end of the day, you know? Give me more if she's gonna have like that one person who stays. This also is very indicative of me not being able to tell you. And look, unexpected. You're going to have to, I feel like, get into that flow of expecting the unexpected and rolling the dice. You know, there could be something very specific to your timeline or your soul contract in releasing the need for like this permanency or security. And roll the dice. Take a chance, take a risk, take a belief of faith, all of that, okay? You will get there. Don't worry, you will get there, okay? I know you have to go, so I'll stop. I'll stop. Okay, let me go back. I know I'm taking a while, but this is just what it is. I can't just rush people's readings, okay? Sorry if you've been waiting forever, but just like I give life to people's readings, you will get the same thing, okay? So I'm moving on now to Eva for 2, then Latasha for 1, then Melody for 2, then Allison for 1, then Haley. Haley, you did not put your message or your question, so put it in the chat, please. Let's go to Eva here. Let's bring forth the messages she needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What messages or guidance do my spirit guides or higher self have for me about the current phase I'm in? Okay, is there something about this phase taking too long? Because you are getting there very steadily, doing very well. I will say doing very well on it. You're going to finish off this phase in a lot more of an empowered role than what you came before you went on it. And look at the High Priestess here. You are definitely on a journey, okay? You're welcome. You are definitely on a journey with the High Priestess. Oh my God, the Hermit's on the bottom too. This is for your well-being. At times you may feel like it's not for your well-being or it's not looking like it's for your well-being, but it's absolutely for your well-being. It's happening for you, not to you. I don't know if you're on a path to self-love or if you're on a path of love. I don't know if you would say that this path or this phase that you're in has to do with a lack of love. Like, I don't know if the lack of love is coming from you or if it's coming from, or what you think it's not coming from, like another person. But right now, I just feel like here, forward movement is the key. But at the end of the day, it's for your well-being. Now, I'm just going to draw, because they're telling me to draw a card from here. Give me more. With respect to this current phase Eva's in. Remove the limiting labels you're wearing. So you are meant to rid yourself of something, whether that be it's a thought, a belief, a label. You are here to, I feel like, upgrade, okay? How long that upgrade will take, because I do feel like there is something about this taking a while with the Knight of Pentacles, but it's meant to take a while. This, whatever you're achieving, is extremely huge. It's not going to be done overnight. Is Eva there by any chance? Is this making any sense to you? Are you there, Eva? Is this making sense? Because it's interesting. Whatever you're doing here with this as well, it's going to trickle into all areas of life as well. So I don't know if you are feeling like, you know, you're in your ideal position for work or love, or even like your work, your home life where you live, your finances. Everything is being activated with this phase, but you have to get through it. And you will with the High Priestess. Absolutely, you will. But this is an upgrade. It's an upgrade, and it's a chance for you to, I feel like, act blindly in a way that you've never acted before. I don't know if before you felt like you needed a lot of like, you know, logic and stability and, you know, wanting to know, you know, where everything is headed, blah, blah, but you're moving on to a path that is more blind faith-ish, okay? You have to, I feel like through this phase, trust that you wouldn't be going through it if it wasn't going to benefit you. Again, I'm hearing it's happening for me, not to me. You will come out more empowered, but you're learning to ride the wave with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? You're learning to be okay with whatever life throws at you, the ups, the downs, the unstableness. But you're also removing limiting labels. So this is very deep. This phase is very deep. This is not like, if you kind of went into this reading before I started reading and thinking it was surface, it's not. It's the hardest part is the loss of relationships, yeah? But guess what? They were attracted to the limiting labels that you were wearing. You're removing all of those. So guess what happens when you do that, Eva? You upgrade your timeline. You cannot take everybody with you. Because guess what? You were in alignment with those people at one time, but they haven't made the shift. So you're going to get separated. That's just the way it goes. Give me the energy around Eva right now, please. Give me the energy around Eva during this phase that she's going through. Maybe even by showing me that particular card, I can help her navigate it a little bit better. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You are going through a rebirth. You are dying to self. You're going through an ego death, Eva. You're going through an ego death. That's not easy. Everything around you is dying. Listen, the beauty salon was on the bottom. You are upgrading, but I want to draw my own card about where you're headed, okay? Where are you headed? Oh, beautiful. You're being upgraded to what feels more like home, comfort, familiarity, security, belonging, and personal space. Look at how beautiful that card looks energetically, symbolically. You are headed somewhere, but where you belong. You didn't belong where you were. That's why everything had to change. You have to go to where you belong. And it's not going to be easy, the transition, okay? It's not going to be easy. I've went through this before, okay? I've went through this actually a million times. You know, we don't really understand that we've actually went through this a million times in our lives. It's just we don't think about it. It's not taught to us, but it's always uncomfortable. But think about it. Isn't where you went before always better than where you came from? You're moving into what feels more like home. So the scenery, the environment, it needs to match your frequency. Your frequency was no longer on par with the timeline that you were on. And you will leave behind a lot with the cemetery. It will be dead and buried. Don't go back, please. People try to think, okay, I can make this work with this friend and all. No, you cannot. You cannot. I mean, unless you want problems. If you want problems, then go ahead. You know, try to make it work with whatever, that job, that partner, that friend. Try and see if you can make it work. It's not going to work. So you have to be, you got to get more secure with what's going on. I mean, maybe you are. That's great if you are. Or no, you're not going to make it work. You don't need to, listen, anything that should be there, you will never have to make it work. If it's meant to be there, it will be there effortlessly. You know? Making it work talks about trying, and it implies like, you know, effort. Everything that's there naturally will be there effortlessly. It will be effortlessly there. You are upgrading. This is what's going on. Okay. Let me move to your next question. Hold on. And if you said it was an ego death before I did, you better believe that that's what's going on, okay? Nothing is random, nothing is coincidental. I'm sorry, I just don't believe that, okay? Good job. Okay, let's go to your second question. Can you tap into the energy of the guy who's been watching me at my apartment gym? He finally asked me out for my number. Are his true intentions toward me genuine or just surface level curiosity? Oh, I like that. Surface level curiosity. I love that, the way you put that. Okay, let's find out. Let's find out what this guy who asked out Eva, finally, what are his true intentions towards her? What are the intentions? Okay, what I will say, there he is acting on his intention. There he is. He stepped into like he got the courage. What I will say about this guy is you make him extremely nervous. He's going to be very careful with you, Eva. Now, it's not that you're a bad person or that you're scaring him. You're just doing that to him energetically, okay? Sometimes people can feel like that when they're like, okay, this girl, she's this and that, and I can feel like I have to step up into a more mature version of myself. I'm just sensing that, okay? That's how sometimes men can feel. They're like, this one, I gotta be a little different with, okay? You make him really nervous. He's going to be very strategic and careful. Why? I don't know. I don't know if it's an emotional wound that he has of rejection. I don't know if you're out of his league. Who really cares what's the reason? I'm just telling you, he'll be very slow, but steady. And I'm feeling like you may like that because maybe in the past, people have wanted to move too quickly and you're just like, that's not your style, okay? He will make advancements towards you, but it will be very carefully calculated and it may take some time. He knows it has to be like in his court, the ball. I'm just not sensing that from you. I don't think you chase men. I just don't feel it, okay? So he knows that it's all gonna have to be on him, the initiative, okay? Okay, good. Okay, so this is making sense, Eva. Okay, good. But there will be a lot of triggering, I want to also say too. And even though you will like the slow and steady, there will be little bumps. There will be little bumps in the road, and you could grow annoyed of it. Because I feel like you're more of a lesson for him than he is for you. And it could be that whole thing like this woman is calling you to step up into your more masculine power, okay? She's that one that's going to give you that chance to do that. But what's the problem? I don't know. What is the problem? I don't know why he's so careful. Maybe because you're very pretty. I mean, that the Queen of Wands is here, you know? The Queen of Wands is here. You could be very attractive, like more attractive than what he can get or what he has been successful with in the past. Let's get some more in regards to, you know, as of now, listen, you know, you want intentions. It is to get to know you. It's not for a one-night stand. But he wants to move very slow. He feels like he needs to move very slow. I don't know what he's protecting. I don't know if he's protecting himself. I don't know if it's just the energy of stepping up is uncomfortable for him. I don't know. Give me more. He wants to be friends first, okay? But this is good. So right now he's an acquaintance. He wants to earn your trust. He wants to, build loyalty, build support. But you guys will be, listen, you'll get along. These two girls are laughing. You'll get along. You know, you'll feel light, but friends first. Listen, if that doesn't feel good to you, like really, he only wants to be my friend. No, I'm not saying that he only wants to be your friend. I'm saying he wants to get to know you first before anything kind of, he needs to suss you out. He wants to suss you out. He wants to keep it light. He will call on time. He will, mean what he says what he means. But as far as jumping into bed together, he's not going to do anything like that. He's not going to do that. Okay. Oh, good. If you sense he's intentional, then by all means, listen to that as well too. You guys always have all the answers within you. I'm just here for the validation. But remember, you don't have to accept anything I say. So this is what I'm getting. Okay, Eva? I think here with this guy's safe. He's safe, okay? Okay, so I am going to Latasha, 2 for Melody, 1 for Allison, 1 for Haley, 1 for Basma, and 1 for Tanny. Hi, Tanny. Okay, let's move to Latasha. Let's bring forth the messages she needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. I want to know about my love life. Will my next relationship be with Jamie or someone new? Let's talk to Latasha about her love life. Let's bring forth the messages she needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What will her next relationship be with? Okay, hold on. Is her next relationship with Jamie? Looks like possibly, yeah. Give me a clarifier. Are you already kind of in a relationship with Jamie? Are you there, Latasha? Are you kind of already energetically tied to this person? Because I feel like it's coming up. Oh, hi. Yeah, no problem, Eva. I feel like you're already tied energetically to Jamie. Is Latasha there? Can you answer that for me if that makes sense? Okay, talk to us about her love life. What relationship is coming next? Let's just look at that's coming. What's coming in love? There's someone at work that's coming into your life. Could be a bit difficult. This looks difficult, like a very difficult love life. This phone keeps vibrating and it's annoying me. How do I turn this vibration off? Is Latasha there? Okay, I guess Latasha did not show up for her reading, but that's okay. She can catch it on the playback. I feel like there's still more to be experienced with Jamie. Something I feel like that's not going to be the easiest to deal with, okay? Because, you know, with the High Priestess, I feel like there's still a lot of secrets or a lot of very profound spiritual work that needs to be either wrapped up or finished with this person. I feel a relationship that could be coming into the workplace. This also feels very difficult for me. I don't know. Your love life looks like, what words do I use? Because I know everything happens for a reason and not everything should be taken negatively, but it looks difficult as F. And it doesn't look like a fun time, but it looks like it's bringing you towards your power, your sovereignty with the Chariot. Like you're upgrading yourself through, you know, this. Like it's teaching you a lot about who you are, what you want. Give me more on this person, Jamie. Okay. Give me more on this work relationship. So this connection that will be coming into the workplace, it may not move past text messaging or communication. It could be online, or it could never move past, or it could be that the communication will be a big problem because, listen, it's not easy to fall in love with someone at your workplace, okay? It's just really not easy to fall in love or even make something work when you meet them through the workplace. It's like a huge obstacle, okay? Roll the dice for Jamie. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that card, to be very honest. I don't know how I feel about it because there's work to be done with him, but it's not going to seem like a great time. And I don't know with the High Priestess what you're wrapping up. I don't know if this is a karmic entanglement. I don't know if this is a karmic relationship. Like it feels like an entanglement, to be honest. But there's something definitely unfinished. And, but it's hard to give this advice because this feels like more pain than anything. More pain than anything else. There's definitely opportunity, but I don't know. It's like you're learning, if anything. And it feels like the love life itself is lacking, seriously lacking, in the sense of like a comfort zone of what you need, but it's definitely teaching you something. If that is what you don't prefer, then so be it. If that is, you know, taking you through to find yourself, so be it. But this is not going to be fun. This is not going to be fun. No shortage of opportunity here in love, but just not ideal. Not what anybody would really want as far as a good time. It's teaching you about yourself. It's moving you into sovereignty, into accepting who you are or building who you are up, you know, without these people who really give you nothing but lack. So roll the dice. Really? I don't know. You know, like that doesn't seem too secure to me. You know, it's like you'd be taking a chance. You'd be taking a risk factor, a leap of faith to be with this, or, you know, you have strategy on the card. You'd have to constantly strategize with this person. Hi, Empress. Oh, we're in tune. Wait till I start having dreams about you. Anytime I start talking to somebody for a little bit of time, I start to dream about their life. So just be prepared. I could write you anytime and be like, I had a dream about you. Oh my God, you're doing this now or whatever, you know? Yeah, so Latasha, I don't know what to say about the love life. It's definitely, you're growing, but it's not going to be the funnest. So just to wrap up your reading, I got some sort of karmic entanglement with Jamie. That's not over. There could be more work to be done. And then I've got something in the workplace. But with the workplace love, it feels like it's over before it begins. And it could be that it lasts for a while, but it doesn't move past communication, or the communication could be the stumbling block. I don't get to really express myself to this person. They don't express themselves to me, or you're literally only talking over communications. So, but this is all leading you somewhere. So try to look at it positively, but it's leading you towards your sovereignty, your independence. It's upgrading you with the Nine of Pentacles, but that may not be what you want to hear. But I'll tell you one thing, Latasha. You're never going to not be upgraded through something difficult. You know, it's nothing about being upgraded as a padded ride. It's always something difficult. It's always something difficult. Okay? All right. Please, guys, try to be here for your reading. It's always going to make it easier, or it will be better. It will be more clarifying for you. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, I'm on Melody now. Let's bring forth the messages she needs to hear, Melody, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What are the conversations that this person is having with their friends about me? What is he saying? And what are they saying about me? Okay. I heard really loudly that it's actually somebody close in the family. So I know I said friends, but now that I'm asking more deeper on it, it could be a very close family member. Haha, there's that card again. So you better believe he's talking. Okay, there you are. Okay, I feel like with the Temperance, this is a must for him. He needs to do this. This helps him feel... He needs an outlet, okay? I know you're not asking me why he's talking, but I'm just telling you that's coming through. He's talking because he needs it. It comforts him. He needs to talk to somebody. He can't keep this within. It's a very close family member. It does feel like it's a male. A male. He's talking about the union. He's talking about, I feel like, how to make this a little less rocky or more stable with the Wheel of Fortune. He's also, I feel like, talking about you and what your motives mean, or even with the moon, your lack of movement or your actions. Moon is like, okay, that's interesting you say he has two brothers, because I was going to say brother. It felt like a male. I don't think it's his dad. Absolutely not. It feels like someone close in age, okay? His dad would not understand. His dad is from a different generation, okay? He's asking them what they think about, like, what you did, or your lack, like the confusion around you, what it means. What do you think what she's doing means? What does this mean? He's very confused. And he's trying to gather, I feel like, information on how to kind of reconnect with you. Because I feel like he's not accessing that from his higher self. So, God, I just don't recommend this, to be honest. Like, he's talking to somebody, but this person is doing nothing. Like, it's not going to be coming from someone else. He can't do this and get what he needs to do from someone else. I feel like the other person is like just listening. I know you want me to tell you what they're saying, but even if they're saying something, it's useless. It's just not going to, like, I feel like if I'm him, I'm unsatisfied with what's coming through. So that's why I think this is more about, with the temperance, this is more about just the need to talk makes them more comfortable. I don't think he's doing it for the answers, because the answers are not there. They're just not there. They're not there. He's not getting anything useful out of talking to them. Oh, I just heard something. Okay. There is a very big push from the other side, like who this person's talking to kind of just stop, wrap it up. You're still, it's like you're still talking about this, like just wrap it up, like let it go. Like a wanting to make this work or let this go. I don't know what you're asking me. I just feel like from the other side, it's like, it's not that they're irritated about what he's talking about, but it's like, listen, you know, like just, I don't know that they're using the word if it's meant to be, it will be, but they're more just like, this is obviously, you know, not causing you or, you know, to be happy. So just leave it alone type of thing. It's very abrupt. It's not like super in-depth detailed. It's more just like yeah, the other side is just like, just leave it alone, you know, like let them come to you. Or they are, I feel like, also giving the recommendation to stop writing you, okay? Especially if you're not responding. It's like I'm hearing like a no answer is an answer. Take it as an answer. Take that person's non-response as an answer, you know, but they're talking a lot about the union. They're talking about the connection with the lovers, how it makes them feel unsteady, how it makes them feel like they're, you know, it's affecting them, because Wheel of Fortune to somebody is going to make you feel like you're unstable. You know, it's, this connection is making you unstable. That's what it feels like. So this is more about a release. It makes them feel better to release this. I will say this is also being done in moderation. It's not obsessive. But when they are talking to that other person, the other person is like, just like they're like kind of like, you're just delusional. Let it go. You know, you've exhausted this. You know, you keep talking about it. Maybe you are even crazy. Not you, them. You're starting to sound crazy. This is starting to become crazy. Just leave it alone. That's what I'm getting. You see that Page of Cups that came out when I put the cards in? He's also talking about reaching out again to them, and they're like, stop, just stop. This is why I'm saying to you, him going and talking to someone else is not going to benefit. And to be honest, like, I mean, I'm not saying you should never talk to anybody about how you feel, but really we have all the answers within. So, you know, he shouldn't really be talking to that other person. The other person is useless in this. Okay. One more for Melody. Allison for 1. Haley for 1. Basma for 1. Tanny for 1. Ray for 1. Empress for 1. And then Alba. Alba for 1. Okay, hold on. We got to go to the other one here. I can feel his obsessive thoughts and want clarity for how does he look back at memories with me or your energy. Give us a more detailed, in-depth overview of what his obsessive thoughts are or how he looks at her, Melody, with the memories or her energy. He really does think about the emotional connection that he has with you. You know, this is very difficult because I think he wants to put those obsessive thoughts behind him, but they do bring him a lot of like, he feels good thinking about you. It's like comforting. It's very comforting to think of you. But I don't think he can stop thinking about you. This is a little bit difficult. And with the star, that tells me he needs to think about you. So universe has not pushed him beyond that yet. Okay. Okay. Hold on. No, you didn't miss yours, Haley. I think you're next, actually. So there's still a fire in him for you, but it's starting to make him feel a little weak. He feels weak towards you, like you got him weak, like weak in the knees, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's like he thinks a lot about what the Hierophant, the differences between you, but also how strong this calling to you feels. That judgment, this is not easy. This is really, I'm going to turn this light off for a bit, guys. Sorry, it gives me a headache. It's not easy to forget you. I think he tries, but the calling is too strong. I don't know that he necessarily thinks, like nothing is coming through in these cards necessarily about like the memories that you share together. It's more how he feels towards you. But also, you know, there's a lot of like duality with the two of wands in his head. What I did wrong, like, did I mess up? Or, you know, this woman wants too much from me energetically. Can I give it? You know, there's a lot of like back and forth thinking. Like, it's just, it's causing anxiety. It's causing overthinking. No wonder you're feeling it. By your presence was, it's very steady for him. He considers you a very like, it's very attractive how steady you are and like who you are, like who you are as a person, how you like who you are, like how you know yourself. That's very attractive. He's never met anybody like that confident or that grounded or that feeling like, you know, you're stronger in him than him in energy. He likes that, but it's just, can this work? Can this work? This is also wanting what I can't have easily. Wanting what I can't have easily. He knows he lacks with the Five of Pentacles, but that's never been a problem before. Him lacking has never been a problem before, but it's a problem now. And that's annoying as well, you know? He really wants everything with you. All the fire, all the passion. but he's lacking. Give me more. Yeah, this is what he thinks about. That's what he thinks about. Communication, the text message, the phone call. You know, that's what's right now going on with him very predominantly, is the lack of response or what's not going right, you know, communication wise. I'm not really getting like specific memories around the two of you. Sorry. I'm getting more how he feels towards you, how you make him feel, how he feels about the connection, how he feels like, you know, with the Judgment, it's a huge calling upon him that he can't silence. He's thinking a lot about with the Hierophant belief systems, how your belief systems are different than his, or how you may go about things differently, like you're different than him. Or this could even be like the spiritual connection too with the Hierophant. Like this connection is like heavily ordained, you know? It feels ordained by a higher power, something I can't just move on from. It's annoying. Absolutely, very annoying to him. But, oof, this is hard. This is hard. It's hard when you want somebody this much, but you're not energetically aligned. I'm not saying that they know that, but there's definitely this like unseen obstacle, you know, that we keep bumping into over and over again. An unseen obstacle. I don't think they know it. You probably know what it is, but I don't know that they know. Okay? That's what I'm getting. If anybody wants to get in right now, I would urge you to do so, because I'm going to shut this down. Let me see, actually. Someone just got in. Yeah, I'm going to shut this down. I'm giving everybody the opportunity right now, like, get in, because I'm shutting it down. Like, you'd have to get in, like, within the next 2 minutes, okay? Because I'm going to close this down. I'm exhausted. So if you pay now, hold on, guys. I'm just gonna... You're welcome. How the heck do I find the description box on this thing? I don't even know what I'm doing. How do you find the description box? Description. Okay, there we go. Oh, I think I have it here. I would love to do a marathon, but I just can't. But I would love to do a marathon, like a 10-hour marathon, but I can't. I put way too much into my readings for me to be able to do that. But I would love to do it. I'll be back though. I don't know when, but I'll be back. Okay, let me see what happened over here. Let's see if anybody got in. Okay, good, we're good. All right. So I am on Allison. What does it say? Thanks, love, AF. Okay. Let's bring forth the messages that Allison needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What does she want? What does she need to know from her spirit team about her love life? Oh goodness, is this? Oh good, okay. Allison, are you there? Just wondering if you're there, Allison. Oh, guys, I should probably tell you, you know all those spreads that you like that I've been doing on YouTube? I'm actually going to create a listing on Etsy so that if you want to book the spread for yourself, like as a more personal reading, you can do that. And I will be, when I launch it, offering a discount on them. I don't know what I'm going to be offering them for, but let's say I offer them for like $100 Canadian. I'll do that for like 3 days and then it will get bumped up to like maybe 150, but I'll have a special on it. So stay tuned for my community posts because I'll be doing that. Okay. Joanna, if you want to get in right now, like right now, get in. Okay. So Allison, my question to you is there a deep connection that you've already experienced? Have you already experienced, or is that happening right now? I want to say, is it happening right now, not in the past? Like, I don't want to talk about separation. Like, is there something that's going on right now in your love life with somebody? Is there something going on? Yes. Okay. I think here we've got a huge lesson in this connection. Either that, or it's like a catalyst, or it's something. Yeah, I did, Latasha. Scroll back, hun. Scroll back. Not currently with anyone, but there is a deep connection, right? Like before I continue, just clarify. Is there a deep connection that you have with a romantic person around you right now? Scroll back, Latasha. Not currently with anyone? Okay. Well, that's on its way. Now I can proceed. It's an energy connection right now. Haven't met him yet. Oh, he's coming. He is coming. He's on his way with the chariot, but you, I think, are not gonna feel fully ready for it when it appears because it's so strong. It's probably the strongest thing you've ever felt. And it could cause you to put your guard up. It could cause you to put your guard up. This is everything you've ever wanted and more. It's a wish fulfillment for all the work you've done, okay? Up until now, Empress-wise, okay? But I just feel like we're proceeding with caution. I think this is a very important connection. It's a connection that is here to activate your growth with the Hermit. So it's not going to be like a, like casual meeting of minds. I don't want to get into labels. It doesn't matter if it's a karmic. It doesn't matter if it's a soulmate. It doesn't matter if it's a twin soul. No, it does not matter. But it's very high in intensity. Okay, it's very, very high in intensity. And you may want to protect yourself at first. They may also want to protect themselves at first, but it's an offer. It's an offer. It's an offer to upgrade, but also look at the connection from a different perspective, not what we've been taught. So be very careful to all of a sudden start to, become attached energetically. I would say this is not going to require for you to do anything. Like put yourself out there, write them messages, or try to go up to them. This is something that needs to flow naturally. Now, I'm just going to ask you a quick question. You don't have to respond, but I feel like when I saw that you wrote, I'm healing, I feel like this is from your family. I feel like you healed something very important from your family lineage. And I don't know if it's the way your mom treated you. I don't know if it's something, an abandonment issue. It's something from the lineage that you actually have healed. And that put you into a great position in order to attract this in. Because if you did not heal that, that could have kept you in some sort of a loop that you could not break free of, or felt like it would be too difficult to break free from. Yes, mother. I saw, there's a female here. I saw, but also here too, but more here, more here. Give me more on this connection. Oh man, unbelievable. What did I just say? This is different. This is not what you've experienced before. You will have to have or be in the energy of surrender, letting go, release, patience. This is not going to be something you've ever navigated before. And it's interesting that you're being shown them, because that's what I find always happens with the real intense connections. They always show up in the dream space first. It could be even years ahead of time. Years ahead of time. So that tells me we've got a very, very, very strong connection coming in. Give me the energy around this connection, how it will make Allison feel. No, 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 no. This is Matrix shit that you're speaking of. Absolutely not. This has nothing to do with what you're doing for a living or if you're working. Absolutely not. No. This is a spiritual connection. It has nothing to do with any of those like 3D things, okay? Give me more on the energy around this connection. Yeah. We've got a damp and rainy realm, moisture abound, wet serenity, drizzling delight. It's going to feel next level. It's going to feel like, I know this is going to sound so stupid, but I'm seeing mushrooms like in the background. I've never done them. I'm just being like cheeky. It's going to feel like you're on something. This is going to feel like next level, paranormal, but it's going to be a damp and rainy realm, as in a realm you've never stepped foot in. So you will not know how to navigate it. This is why this is going to be important. Okay? Don't go trying to navigate a realm you've never stepped foot in. Surrender. Allow it to unfold naturally. But this is a reward. It's an offer of love, whatever that may look like, for the progress of the healing journey that you have, recently, made huge stepping stones in, okay? So don't think about it after you click off this. Let it go in one ear, out the other. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Live life and allow, okay? But have an open heart. Even though you're surrendering, have an open heart towards it, okay? Don't get scared. It could trigger you a bit because it's so delicious. It's so interesting. It's so out of this world that, I don't want you starting to go into like, do I really deserve this type of thing? Okay. And then putting up, protection around you. Okay. I'm not saying allow the person to do whatever they want to you, but have an open heart. Okay. You deserve this. It's new. It's exciting. It's a chance to elevate. You're welcome. Okay. Let me go back over here. I feel like I need an Advil. I'm going to take an Advil. I know, so not spiritual of me. So not spiritual of me. I get headaches from doing these readings because it's just so many people in a short time. Okay, I'm on Haley. And I think Haley put her question here. I was hoping you could look into career. I'm working, but recently got an interview for a better role in my organization and another interview upcoming. Exciting. Let's bring forth the messages that Haley needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What does she need to know about career? She's got some interviews coming up, but what do you want her to know about it? It's time for you to make a change, but a strategic change, okay? You need to be extremely strategic with this, but at the same time, not overanalyze it. You're being moved onto a different path, a better path. Don't resist it. Now, if you're not resisting it, then good. But the more money, you want more money, you're going to get more money. You're getting more money. Yep. You're getting more money. Yes, was looking for career. Yep. Something about you is ready to move on, but energetically as well too, not just financially. The star is here energetically. You're ready to, you're bored. You're bored. You need something new. Don't tell anybody about this. This is a time to be very selfish. No. I don't like that word. Selfless. This is a time to be selfless. This is all about you. This is the universe giving you more that you deserve. They're not really pointing to which one you're going to get, but whatever one you're getting is giving more money. And it's got a little bit more of a artistic or creative flair to it. I don't know if that means it's more open to ideas or it's less structured. I like it though. I like it. I like wherever you're going. There's more freedom. Let's get the energy around. This new job that she's going towards. Now that would be interesting. Is it in a hospital or does it work with hospitals? That would be really cool if that is, because if it's not, then I can read it symbolically a different way. But I'm just asking you, does it have something to do with hospitals or medical care or treatment centers? That would be really cool. Answer me quickly. Oh my God, that's crazy. But not really, because, my cards are, in sync. We're in simpatico, okay? We work with spirit. We know what we're doing here. Yeah, great. Oh, okay, well, not so great. I'm sorry for those people, the clients, but yeah. Wow, that's exciting. This is exciting. I'm excited. I don't really know what to say to you, Haley. I don't know if I can give you much more. Honestly, you're going to be making more money with the Queen of Pentacles. You're ready for the growth. You're ready for the challenge. You're ready for more, okay? That's a big deck. Look. This is a big deck. How did you get that? Right? No coincidences. Is it going to be soon? It's not really saying. It's saying kind of to relax because it's coming. But you will have to make a decision on it, okay? It will call you to be very bold. Take the road less traveled, the one that is probably the less secure, as in like, okay, you're leaving behind something to go do something new. But it doesn't really point to timing. Who cares, you know? Because if I don't get a job soon, I'll have to go back to school in September, but I don't want to, haha. I don't think you should worry about it. The cards are saying, who cares about the child? It will all work out perfectly. You're manifesting this. But Chariot does say soon. Just to be fair, it does say soon. So don't get into worry or overthinking about it. Just know that, you know, it's going to happen soon. Believe that it will happen soon, you know? Chariot is moving. It's a very fast moving energy. So it's clarifying the 9 of Swords. So it could be like the 11th hour, in the 11th hour, just before, you know, it feels like it's too late. It comes through. I really wouldn't be worried. I just wouldn't. Okay. Don't worry about time frames. What is the chances that that card came out? Hello? No. Okay. This is happening for you. This is happening for you. This is a 100%. Okay. I have nothing more to say. I have spoken. All right. Okay, I'm on Basma. I've been noticing suspicious activities on my Instagram account lately. I suspected someone and wanted to know if this was the person who tried to watch me. Okay, how do we both go about asking this? Let's see. Let's bring forth the messages that Basma needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. Is the person who was trying to stalk or watch her, is that the person she suspects? Is that the person that she suspects? Is it them? Okay, we've definitely got some suspicious activity. I don't like the Magician. I don't also like the 5 of Swords. So someone is being sneaky. Someone is operating under a false mask, which tells me, you know, hidden, in the hidden, when they should be with the Queen of Wands more truthful. But is this somebody who has been gone out of your life for a while? Because I feel like they've made a return. There's the Internet card. You're on the money with this, okay? Basma, you're on the money with this. I don't know if you thought this problem was gone. Oh my God, that's so good. Did you not eat for 3 weeks? Oh, okay, I was just saying, damn. I feel like you thought this person was gone, but I feel like they're back. And I'm going to say, Basma, you're on the money with this. There's the Internet card. And we've got, with the 5 of Swords, some suspicious activity. Someone is watching from afar. Someone who is, oh my God, it's been 3 years. Look at that 3 of Wands, 3. Someone's watching from afar. Someone who's still with the 3 of Swords, bothered. I don't want to say hurting, bothered by something. I don't know if this is a woman you're speaking of. I don't know if this is a man. It doesn't matter. Someone's watching, trying to keep tabs, wants to know what you're up to. Don't get scared. People do this every day. We are a culture of stalkers at this point. So don't get scared. You would not believe how people do this, okay? But yes, A man? Yup. Yup. Mm-hmm. Yup. He's very much still with the Five of Wands, flustered. Okay, there's chaos inside him about you. He's, what's the word? Like still rattled or like not settled, okay? So there's this compelling energy within him to seek you out, know what you're up to, you know, keep tabs. I don't think they do it every day. I don't know that I feel like it's every day, but it's frequent. He's married. Yeah, King of Wands can be a married man. You got a Magician. The Magician is even energetically interesting because you're saying that it's suspicious. It's like Magician. What does Magician look like? Suspicious activity, right? Like when they do magic, it's like, how'd they do that, right? Or how are they doing that? You know, or it's like just the energy of like hocus pocus, you know? Like, what's up? What's going on? What is this weird energy? Or even what you're seeing on the social media, like how is that happening? Or it's the activity. It's tricky, it's trickster energy. They've got something unsettled inside them about you, in their spirit. They need to watch from afar. They're curious. Look at the guy, he's looking. Look at him, he's watching. But from very afar, right? Which points to the internet, right? It's not like he's peeping up or popping up at your house, right? So I'm gonna say you're on the money, okay? You're on the money, but don't be totally scared or, you know, freaked out. This is like, people do this every day. Look at that, High Priestess. See that? Sneaky, watching, sneaky, beyond the veil. You can feel it. Okay, I'm on Tanny. I am moving to London in September. I would like to know all that this new chapter will bring to your life. Wow, exciting. That's so exciting. I love new adventures, don't you? Okay, let's bring forth the messages that Tanny needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What will this new adventure in moving to London in September bring into her life? Did you get my donation? Yeah, I did. Your last, okay, Joanna? He's married, but why? Oh, I'm off your spread, but I will tell you, I don't know why. Why does anybody do anything they do? I actually did tell you why. He's still curious about what's going on in your life. He's unbothered, he's unsettled, right? So Tanny, it looks like you're leaving a place that was very lacking in opportunity and moving into a fresher vibe and energy of where things can be more possible. I don't know if you were lacking community. I don't know what you were lacking in, but it was very unfulfilling. Very unfulfilling. And I feel like you're moving into something that's more abundant, where the opportunities can flow easier to you. Not only that too, I'm going to tell you there's something very interesting about where you're going to that's going to open you up spiritually. Are you moving to a place that you felt a little bit more connected to? Like, is this like a spontaneous move, or were you connected to the place before you moved? Because I feel like there's something spiritually waiting for you over there. Oh, have you ever done astrocartography? You may have an awakening over there, or you may, like, your senses may open up while you're over there. There's something I feel like spiritually that there's something spiritually that is like opening you up. Okay, I don't know what you do for work. Don't be surprised if there's something that happens over there that's healing. And I don't know if it's like you find a group, or you find like a healing course, or if there's friends like Soul Tribe that you attract into your life. Like, something takes place healing wise. And it's all by design. It's all by design. Not only that, there's going to be this laying down roots with the Strength and the 10 of Pentacles, where you're able to somehow build a generational wealth, or something that can last a very long time. It feels business wise. It feels business wise, like legacy. There's also, are you married or anything? Are you single? Are you single? Because I think there's an opportunity. There's more dating opportunities. I don't know where you were coming from, but the men over there are more like direct. So I don't know if there was a lack of love opportunities, or are you married? I don't want to keep going if you're not, or if you are. Okay, that's good. Are you married though? Are you single? Okay. The men over there, compared to where you came from, are a little bit more direct. They're not shy about their intentions. They like to make their intentions. We got a little bit of more of like alpha energy. Like, they see you, they spot you, and then they come approach. This is not like men who were brought up like, you know, with their masculinity suppressed from childbirth, okay? These are men who, like, they go after what they want. So don't be surprised if there's a lot of offers, maybe too many at once. Please go ahead, you know? Go ahead. But I see more than one at the same time, like maybe 3 or 4 people approaching for dates. And you are like, your head's spinning, and you're like, I don't really know what to do with this. Like, is this right? Like, this is not me. Throw that out the window, okay? Go with what is, you know, being presented. It wouldn't be there if you weren't supposed to experience it. But obviously, again, at the end of the day, always practice discernment, okay? But yeah, this is like a whole new chance to like live the life that you were meant to. But wherever you were coming from before, it was stagnating. The energy was boring. The energy was there was no growth in it. You're moving into, I feel like, the sun, all things possible, you know, the light shining on, you know, everything, and everything feels good. And there's something about darkness, you know? I don't know if you felt like your life was full of darkness, or like you weren't able to see at the end of the tunnel. It's like things open up more effortlessly. Give me the energy over in London for her. Okay. We've got heartbreak place, lost love and grief, memories of heartbreak. More. Rendezvous. You've been here before. You've been here before. Oh, this is not random, Tanny. You've had past lives here. Meeting point or meeting place, destiny unfolds, convergence. You're going from heartbreak, but it's like, it's not just about love. You've been here before and you're able to go back and I feel like correct some things that you weren't able to correct in that area. You've got a past life. This is not random why you're going over there. There's something that you energetically also have to rewrite. You have to rewrite something. Wow is absolutely the word. I didn't expect that. There is something karmically being rewritten over there. And this guy on this horse tells me that this past life was in these times. Like you see like how it looks like the 1700s or something. There's something that's going to bring a lot of peace into your heart that you left behind there that was not able to be fulfilled. I'm going to tell you another thing. I'm trying to probe into what happened there in a past life, but I heard exiled. You were exiled. In that past life, there was a lot of heartbreak. You were cast out of that place. I don't know why. They're not showing me. They're only giving me the word exiled. So I don't know if that's from war. I don't know if that's because, you know, like I have no idea. But this is a chance to rewrite. By rewriting the future, you kind of heal something in the past. You are not expecting that, right? You are not expecting that. So listen, love, career, fresh ideas, soul tribe. It's all coming in from the move there, okay? All coming in. That's a lot. Good luck. I'm happy for you. That Queen of Pentacles that I just opened the deck in also talks about being more grounded and more secure over there, okay? So as opposed to what you've been feeling where you are right now, you will feel more grounded over there. Oh, Empress, I don't know if you're still here, but anybody who's watching, this is my little shell I brought back from Siesta Key. I'm very sad. I really love it over there. I love Florida. I'm very connected to it. Okay. Ray. Ray again. Am I only meant for short-term relationships? I feel like so many people want a long-term person and they get it. So why can't I want it too? That's heartbreaking. I felt a little heartbreaking to read that. I feel like, oh, my little Ray sunshine. Okay. Let's bring forth the messages that Ray needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. Is she only meant for short-term relationships? Why is that card coming out again, Ray? Right? There's something around belief systems. I know you're going to hate me for that, but there's something again coming through about that. You're being too rigid, I feel like, in like what you feel like you need or what you want to expect. Hold on. So your guides right now, I feel like, are discussing, okay? You're welcome, Tanny. I think your guides are discussing right now, like, you know, what, you know, you should be, you know, encountering or experiencing. You're definitely Empress energy, which is beautiful. But listen, I think here, just even with the Three of Pentacles out here, is like you are here to learn a lot through your relationships. You're here to work with many people, okay? That is a team member card. It's like a work with card. You are here to do a lot of work through connections, you know, partnerships with others. You know you're not allowed to. Did you know that, Empress? Did you know you're not allowed to bring something home from Hawaii? You can get fined. So it's probably a good thing you didn't. I actually watched a video on the things you're not allowed to do there. And that's one thing. You're not allowed to bring shells. Unless you mean like something you buy in a shop. That's different. But yeah, you can't just bring something like this home. It's interesting, right? Love is there for you, Ray. It's there for you, but it's going to be a part of your journey. You will be learning a lot through your connections with others. You are here to build a strong foundation within yourself. It is really primarily about you, your growth, what you're learning. But with the wheel, it has like you're talking about long-term commitments. With the wheel, it's a lot of up and down. Could be even indicative of a rocky road. It's not the most stable energy, but it's like you learn through it. So I definitely think there's an opportunity to have spiritual connection. Absolutely. With the Ace of Pentacles, I do see a man here. But time frame wise, they're not giving me much. They are not giving me much. It's like definitely there in the ethers available, but I don't know. I've known about multiple relationships, but I just thought it would wrap up by now. I've had a lot of heartbreak. I know. Give me more. Between the lines. Hidden meaning, vague, speculative, and implicit. Breakup. You're learning a lot through those breakups, though. Soulmate on the bottom. You had asked what I'm tired about. I asked myself that while I wait for the third reading, and it's that I'm tired of grieving, being heartbroken, watching it away, or yeah, it's right here. But you may have many soulmates, Ray. This could be the problem. I don't want to call it a problem, but this could be what it is. Maybe you're here to experience many twin flames, many soul contracts, soul connections, or past lives. You have a lot to, you know, fix within your past lives. Like, you know, sometimes that karmic debt. Sometimes people just have like one. You know, that's why you see those people, sometimes they're good and they can be married for 40 years. But I don't want you giving up on hope. That's the thing. I don't want you giving up on hope. It doesn't matter what you get in this reading. I don't want you giving up on it. But I will say, maybe a reading cannot answer this question for you. Maybe this has to be something you figured out on your own. Maybe we can't find it in a reading, you know? Scarab, beetle spirit, magic works through you. Seven, the number of healing. There's a lot of healing. You know, with that scarab beetle spirit, I also felt like when I saw those words, I felt like I heard old soul. And you may have been here so much more than other people. So you have so much more to work out with others than, let's say, somebody who's had maybe 8 lives or like 5 lives. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Ray, I can't answer this. I can't. I think it's going to have to be something you figure out on your own. I'm excited to go, Empress. I'm excited. I had that too when I was in Florida. I think us people who are, you know, very in tune, we get very activated when we go other places, you know? Malaysia. What opened up for me after my trip to Hawaii? Ooh, I knew it was 100% spiritual. Okay, let's bring forth the messages that Empress needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What opened up for her after her trip to Hawaii? Definitely something spiritual, but your belief systems also shifted. Your belief systems shifted. Oh, mental clarity. There's more mental clarity. That's always going to be beautiful, right? Because the mind can be such an annoying thing to deal with, right? You got grounded over there. You got super grounded over there. Not only that, I feel like you were able to release something, wounds. You are going to be able to step forward. Okay, there's a part of, oh shit, how do I say that? Okay, I know this is going to sound really weird, but I know you trust me. A part of you died. A part of you died. There's something, oh goodness, you left behind an old version of yourself. And I'm talking about, there's something about the foot. Once your foot gets off the plane to get onto, you know, Hawaiian land, you never came back who you were. You're never going to be that person that you left with. Hawaii sparked initiative in you, mental clarity. You wanted more to feel how you could show up in it as a main character, make decisions, do things, take initiative, take action, be inspired, have inspired ideas. That's what changed for you. You're coming back, you're lighter. And I don't mean weight-wise, but maybe, you know, you said you were doing intermittent fasting, but you're lighter energetically. So now you can move forward in your dreams. Don't be surprised if something's birthed from coming back. And if anybody ever asks you what inspired you to do it, you will say Hawaii. That's what you will say. Hawaii. It was Hawaii for me. You also, I feel like, came more into union with yourself. Even the sides of yourself that you didn't necessarily like. But that was a gathering information place. That was actually an assignment. That wasn't a vacation, Malaysia. You may think it was. It was not a vacation. That was an assignment. There was work done there. I don't care if you thought you were booking a vacation. It wasn't a vacation. More. Set your intentions with heart and soul. There was something that was misaligned before you went there, where your intentions could not line up with the soul and the heart. There was it wasn't structured between those two as good as it was when you went and you experienced what you were affected. You were affected, something was deeply affected between the heart and the soul. Triggered. So now when you come back and you've got your intentions, or you have intentions, just like what I said, you will be able to manifest them a little bit more clearly. You will be able to take inspired action towards them more clearly. Because of that trip, there's a renewal. There's a renewal that has taken place. But also your belief systems about life, about yourself, about this journey. There's been a breaking down of the wall. But I'm going to tell you, You may think you went there for a vacation. You did not. This was an assignment, and it was strategic. It was strategic. You were strategically put there to gather whatever you needed to gather, because listen, anyone can go to Hawaii. Okay? You think everybody who comes back from Hawaii is going to say, oh, I had a spiritual awakening over there, or something shifted in me. No. Just like if I go to, someone else goes to Florida, they may be like, I went to Florida to tan, get a nice tan. Me, I'm like, no, I connected to my higher self over there. You know what I mean? There is something very strategic that has happened with this trip, and it's not to be underestimated. So if you feel it, you got to honor it. Don't be like, maybe I'm overthinking. No, this was real. Very real. Okay, I'm on Alba. So let's bring forth the messages Alba needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. Okay, she wants to know what's going to be the outcome of this relationship. So we don't know what relationship she's speaking of, but the one that she has in her heart and her mind. What will be the outcome of this relationship? Something tells me this relationship requires extreme confidence and choices, but confidence, because listen, it's no ordinary relationship, and I feel like in order for it to flourish, it needs to have a lot of truth, but it also needs to be something that we would take kind of like what looks like a leap of faith or a chance, okay? A roll of the dice, if you will. What will be the outcome? Okay, you have to be careful when you're asking me these questions. You may not get always the best answer that you want, but please also note that you don't have to accept anything I say. It will come full circle. It will have growth. It will have the growth that it needs, but I feel like because there is so much, I feel like strategy that needs to be involved with it, it will become tiresome. I don't know if this requires a lot of tact and effort, but I feel like I get exhausted, and I don't know who's necessarily walking away from who, but it's difficult. It's difficult, and it does require a shift in perspective or looking at this in a different way. And the two parties involved may not be exactly ready to see it in a different light. Robert, if you want to book, you'll have to book right now because I'm leaving. I am leaving soon. Let's see what the outcome of this relationship will be. Oh my God. Oh man. Okay. That's crazy. I just said roll the dice. I just said roll the dice. Didn't I just say roll the dice? A roll the dice, if you will. Come on. That's not a coincidence. So in order for this thing to have an outcome, someone's going to have to take a chance. Someone's going to have to take a risk. I saw that here. A leap of faith. Right? Didn't I say strategy too? That's on the bottom too. Do you see it? Strategy. There's too much strategy, and people, I feel like in general, when you use the word strategy, people can get very tired, you know, of being strategic. Now, I'm just wondering, is this a secret crush? Because that was on the bottom. Is this a secret crush? because that was on the bottom. We've got an admirer, attraction, a suitor, butterflies. It's kind of up in the air, Alba. I can't really give you an answer. It's up in the air. It's very dependent on who wants to make a move. It's funny, I'm hearing Russian roulette. Like this could be very dangerous, very forbidden, or very like, because the feeling is so strong, it could be, we have a lot to risk, but I can't give you an answer. What I can say is it's kind of open right now. It's a 50-50 chance of survival or, not surviving. But you will come full circle eventually. There will be something learned, but there's a lot of room for growth here. A lot of room for growth. You will grow. So if it's that you don't end up with the person, at least you'll grow. That's something you can look forward to, right? But yeah, to answer the question, I'm sorry, it's going to depend upon that. And I'm not saying you, could be them. They have to also roll the dice. But it could be very conflicting. This could be a very difficult type of connection to get off the ground. It may not be set up in a way that it's so easy to take off, but maybe the lesson in this is rolling the dice. We are learning in life to take risks, right? To take leaps of faith. That could be the lesson itself too. That do more of this, and not play it so safe, right? Oh my God, you went for free, girlfriend? Are you kidding me? Okay. Right then and there, okay? Right then and there, you were supposed to be there. I mean, you didn't even pay for it? Jeez, what a stroke of luck. But I don't believe in luck. I'm just saying, wow, amazing. Yeah, Alba, that's what I'm getting for you. See that where I put that down? The lovers. This is a mutual attraction, okay? So if you could get anything out of their reading, they do feel something, okay? They do feel something. I cannot believe how long I've been reading for. This is the first, but probably because I took so much time off. Okay, next, we've got Empress again. So let's bring forth the messages that Empress needs to hear, not the messages that she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. Joanna, you're next, okay? What are Sean's thoughts and feelings towards me? Definitely thinks you're special, but is a little bit worried about heartbreak. Could be a little bit worried about being hurt by you. You're very vibrant to them. You stand out with the Queen of Wands. You're very vibrant. And you kind of give them this energy like you're in your truth. Like you're not coming across as a woman with her head down energetically, so to speak, okay? You kind of look vibrant. You look like you're alert, awake, and you know what you want. Do you know what I'm saying? You look confident. Okay, then I don't know what to tell you, Robert. I'm going soon. Okay, give me more. If you're afraid to ask, don't ask. If you're booking a reading, you should feel completely comfortable in booking a reading. If you're afraid, don't do it. Give me more. Hook up. One night stand, intimacy, casual relationship, fling. Okay, you could be kind of addicting. They could feel like you could become addictive. That being on the bottom tells me that they would rather have you as a hookup because they don't want to get addicted. So, obsession is also on the bottom. They could feel like they could get obsessed by you. So, what's the thing to do to play safe? Treat it like a hookup. Either that or that's what's in their mind right now. They haven't reached towards, thinking about anything long term. Their guard is up. Okay. Their guard is up around you with the Hermit. They don't necessarily feel like they're being guided to act really flamboyantly towards you. They're kind of watching, sussing you out. You're different with the High Priestess and the Star. You're definitely different. You're giving different vibes than they're used to. They need to proceed with caution, okay? They feel like they need to proceed with caution. They also feel like interesting enough with the Ten of Wands that, in their opinion, something is over. Or it's about to be over. Or I'm about to close the door on this, okay? So I feel like we've got a little bit of, being very attracted to you, wanting to be with you intimately, but knowing that you're a different caliber of what they're used to and not really sure on how to maneuver it. So safe zone, I'm hearing. Keeping you in the safe zone. They know they have to step up with the Death and the Hangman. They know that your energy somehow propels onto them. I got to step forward. I got to step up for this lady. She's not going to accept what I've been giving to others or, how I've been kind of operating, or if I've been able to operate with other women, being kind of like nonchalant or basic. That one's not going to take it and may not be ready. Okay, may not be ready. So this is what I'm getting for feelings, intentions, thoughts. You're very pretty. Very attractive, but I don't know. Guarded, and I know a bit about you, Empress, and I just don't think you're in the mood for anybody who's guarded. Okay, you want people to be operating from a space of lightened, openness. And that's not where I feel like this person is. Okay. Okay, Joanna, I'm on you finally. Let's bring forth the messages that Joanna needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. What does Joanna need to know? She just quit her job recently. She needs advice for her future career. Okay, that door was supposed to shut. That family, I don't know if you were working for a family, that door needed to be shut. You did the right thing. Look at that. Not ideal for you. No mistakes. Probably was not the best place. You needed to move forward. You needed to move on. It's time to go. With the Star, it tells me you didn't just make this decision. You made it with spirit, okay? You're going to be fine, okay? I see little side jobs that keep you afloat until you get a long-term one. What this spread is really saying, Joanna, is that we really want you to not regret your decision, because I feel like your decision it wasn't just you. Like I said, again, it was spirit. Spirit also made this happen with you. They kind of were urging you to, okay? That wasn't the right place for you. You need to move forth and just, you know, keep on trekking on, okay? Seven of Pentacles, lay roots somewhere else, okay? You will find something with the Justice card and the Queen of Pentacles. You will not be left in the dust, you know, financially wise. And you are very talented, very skilled. Your, what do you call it? Your resume, it will find its way into a new hands, like new employer hands. This is not like as if, you know, we got a different queen here. You're strong, like in your work ethic. You've got good references. You just have to make sure that you are, you know, riding the wave and being okay with the unknown. Because what I see is side jobs, temporary. And then the big one comes. But you have to be careful that you are not getting into this energy. Okay? You have to look at what you left behind was the right thing to do. And that, you know, there's still 2 cups standing behind you and that you can move forward and move on, you know, wonderfully. I will say something else. There may be an unexpected offer from a past job who might call upon you, and it will be kind of perfect because you're not working for anybody. So listen, to answer your question, this is what I see. A, you did the right thing. Okay, that door was supposed to get shut. B, there will be temporary jobs or side jobs until you get like a firm, you know, long-term position. Thirdly, there's going to be a job from the past, a previous employer who's going to call upon you. And it will be beautiful for you to accept it because you will be free. Okay? You won't be able to say no. No, that message got me sick to my stomach. Thank you. Oh no, why? Why did it get you sick? You don't have to accept it. Write me on Instagram if you want, okay? Because I have to go, but don't get sick to your stomach. Okay, that's what I got for you, Joanna. A past employer may reach out and you will be free. So you'll be able to work. But I do see a balancing. So I see multiple jobs at one time, 2 or 3. But perfect because they're like beautifully aligned so that you can do them all. And then you'll have 3 incomes maybe. Okay, but you're a winner. You're always going to be. Don't get down on your decision to leave. You were supposed to. Okay, I don't know where Joanna went, but that is my reading for her. So I'm just going to check my stuff one more time. Thank you to everybody who showed up. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I will try to come back and do this. Not as often as I was doing it before, but I will try. Look out for these new tarot spreads that I'm going to be listing. Okay. On my Etsy, they're going to be new listing spreads. Very uniquely tailored if you've been enjoying the tarot spreads that I've been doing on YouTube. Oh my God, Mercedes, you're still here. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you've been enjoying my tarot spreads, whether on Patreon or YouTube, I will be offering them now for you privately. I just have to get to listing them, and I'm trying to do everything. But I have to still enjoy my life, still relax. So I'm just trying to balance myself. Be patient with me, guys. I am trying to give you as much as I can, but it can't be on your guys' time. It has to be on mine, okay? All right, take care, guys.